Everybody loved him. Hundreds of people would be by the courthouse, and he, put up his finger to the government, and that's it. This man is dying, and you still have him in solitary confinement. He was tied, his feet to the bed, and his hands were tied to the bed. People want to question if my father was weak or tough. He had a severe kidney infection. He was sick. He didn't get to see a doctor. By the time he got off the bus, he was covered in blood. If there was ever a time to become a rat or something, it would have been then. No, instead he fought 5 trials. Eli has never had any conversation with my father. You lie about my son? Like, this is how sick they are. I defend my family. I think I do a pretty good job of defending my family. But other people defend my family also. I don't ask them to do it, but they do. Hi, everyone. Let me just get out of this. Okay, comments. Did everybody see that? Okay, so you saw it. I'm so happy you all saw it. Okay, that I want to thank Jerry at the movies. Thank you so much for that. Jerry made that intro for me. And I don't know, ever since I got sick, I'm getting like a little, I'm either emotional or I'm either really cranky. And I don't know why I'm getting emotional right now, but let me say hello to everyone. Hi, Justice Tech Pros, Miss Can't Be Wrong. Hello, Mob Rats Exposed, Grant, Mobland, Yankees for Life, Miss Can't Be Wrong, Edward. Oh, there's so many. Thank you. Michael Caputo, hello. Let me see who else. Edward. MJ, how are you? Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. Assassinino? Grant. Hello, everyone. Nitro. Hi, Nitro. Oh, Hennessy Loft, New York Pigeon Racing. Okay. So how is everybody's Christmas? Hello, William, Minnie the Moocha, Jason, Jen. How is everyone? Thank you for sharing. Thank you to Jerry. Did everybody like that? Miss Can't Be Wrong, I'm feeling better. Thank you. I'll talk about that in a minute. Hi, James. Hi, Cuban B. Hi, Susie. Merry Christmas, angels. Subscribe to all 3 groups today. Honored to call you friend. You are just the sweetest, most honest. Oh, thank you, Susie. Thank you. Hey, Stacks, how are you? Let's see. Jerry had, I couldn't see who was in here or any of the comments because I set up the intro. Jerry had me, he gave me all the directions. I followed it to a T, and I was afraid to even move one little thing. Then I wouldn't have been able to play the intro. But okay, Merry Christmas, Cuban B, Frankie Calabria. Hi, GTP. I am feeling better. It, I have to say, this was really, really hard. Um, but I'm a little confused still, like with the vaccinated, because there were people at the hospital who were vaccinated, all three shots, and they were just as sick as I was. So I'm still a little confused on some things. Bigger boot, thank you. Silvio, thank you. Uh Susie, I already said. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I think I said hello to everyone. Grant, Cuban, John O'Master, Mobland. Yeah, your intro really shows what the evil government did to your family. You know what? It's one thing what the government did to my family. It's another thing what strangers do. Like when with the hell that my brother went through, and people have the nerve to say, "Oh, he was a rat." You go through 5 trials. You go through hell and back, diesel therapy, and then you tell me who the hell is a rat and who's not a rat. Um, See, I'm getting cranky again. And then as far as my father, what they did to my father, and then you have liars like Sammy Gravano saying that he was going to throw him under a bus. That's all going to come out. I'm not going to I'm not going to fight with anybody about Gravano, because that's going to come out. All of that is going to come out. Yes, people do just talk trash. You know, I saw something. I don't even know when I saw it, to be honest, because when I was sick, I was really sick, and I was trying to watch some YouTube. To be perfectly honest, I couldn't. Like, I don't know if it was just because I was so sick, and or or so irritable, or just so turned off that I couldn't even watch anything. But I would flip, like go through, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. But I did see something where some guy, I don't know who he is, said that he was told by his father that it was sanctioned for Gravano to rat on John Gotti. That was sanctioned. Well, that has to be one of the dumbest things I have ever heard, because was it also sanctioned that Gravano rat out 47 other men? You know, I just don't understand people. Like I don't, first of all, I don't understand why people watch people who talk like this. Like, I don't understand that. I really don't. I don't understand, like, the mentality of other people. Like, again, I saw somebody say that my ex-husband was a drug addict. I don't know how many times I have to say this over and over again, that my ex-husband was not a drug addict. Nobody is a drug addict. So I don't understand why people watch these other people. Is it like, are you are people that bored in their lives, or are people that desperate for any kind of information, that you would turn these people on and watch them and listen to the stuff that comes out of their mouths? It's like so shocking to me. And I'm going to say another thing that I caught a glimpse of. This I'm going to say also. I'm not just going to push back when it comes to my family. I'm friends with Ronnie G. Alonzo's family since he is 4 years old. I'm friends with them 47 years. And if you think you're going to make up lies about him and his family, and I'm not going to say anything or call you out, you're wrong, because I will. I will call you out on lies about Ronnie G. Alonzo and his family. I just want to get that right from the get-go, because there's a lot of rats on here who just make up lies to make themselves feel good or make themselves feel better for what they've done to people. That man is in prison. 14 years he got for racketeering. No murders, no anything. Racketeering. Okay? You're not going to make up lies about him and his family. You're not. You know what? And then again, I'll say it 100 more times. My ex-husband was not a drug addict. Maybe you're drug addicts. Maybe you're drug addicts. My ex-husband was not a drug addict. See, I'm getting nasty. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be. When I was sick, here's a story about my dad. When I was sick, it just reminded me of this. In 2001, I had worked for a group of doctors, an office manager, right? And I had gotten gallstones, and my dad was really sick. And I postponed having gallbladder surgery because I didn't want to be, at any time they would call us and tell us, he's bad, you have to come out here. So I didn't want to not be able to go there. So I postponed having gallbladder surgery. Well, you know what happened from me postponing that? I collapsed at work, and one of the gallstones fell onto my pancreas, and I had pancreatitis. I ended up in the hospital for 2 weeks. I couldn't eat, couldn't drink, you couldn't do anything. My pancreas needed total rest, and I almost died. And sure enough, in the middle of it, what happens? My father has a heart attack, gets really bad, and they all had to run out to him anyway. So the newspapers put in that he and I were both in the hospital at the same time, but I think 2,000 miles apart, whatever it was. And I fought so hard to get better, because I said, this wasn't going to be like like that something was going to happen. I wasn't going to be there for him. So long story short, after 2 weeks, I did get better. I got out of the hospital. I took a plane there, and my dad was in a hospital. He finally wasn't in the prison cell. He was in a hospital. And I came, there was guards, prison guards with guns guarding him, like the whole floor. As soon as you opened up the elevator, there were all these guards with guns there, making a big scene, a big show. And I jumped off the elevator. I couldn't even barely walk, but I didn't care. And I surprised him. He did not know that I was coming. And I opened up the door, and I went walking towards him, and he just stood there looking like, who is that, her? And I started waving like crazy. And he started laughing so hard. Like he was the way that I was waving at him, like, hey, hi, I'm here. And he got the biggest kick out of that. And we ended up having such a beautiful visit. We really did. And he was in a hospital for the first time. And the nurses, they weren't so nice to him. And the nurses ended up getting in trouble for being nice to him, for just being decent human beings. They got in trouble. That's what made me think about him. So when you sit there and people want to talk about him, it just makes me sick. It really makes me sick. You people have no idea what you're talking about. Okay. Just give me a second. Hi, MRE. Are you going to come on with me? I'm going to drop a link. Excuse me 1 minute. I'm going to mute this. I don't want you to hear me coughing. Yes, he was, MRE. Yes, he was. He was. Hi, Vikings. Oh, thank you, Mobland. Oh, excuse me. Hold on.
Grandma, yeah. I'm just going to be on the internet for a little bit, Graham. Okay. Thank you for the gingerbread house. Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't know you were on. What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I'm happy that you're feeling better.
How are you, MRE?
I also had pancreatitis in the past and a gallstone. I was very sick for 2 weeks in I'm not even doing my lying stuff. I was actually many years ago I had pancreatitis, and boy, that's tough. Throwing up, sick, that's no joke.
That's no joke. I mean, if you really had it, I'm really sorry that you did, because
it's all gone. Everything's all gone now. They took the gallstones out. I haven't had another pancreatitis attack in over 15 years by the grace of God and the Blessed Mother. I'm very blessed for that, because as you know, the sickness, the dehydration, the pains, it was brutal.
No, that was, I collapsed at work. I mean, that was your skin. You turn a different color. Like I was green. Like,
yeah, see, I didn't collapse nothing. I had the pains, and my grandmother and my cousin Jethro put me in the wheelbarrow and brought me all the way to the hospital, and I was admitted, and it was no joke. It was no joke.
Oh my God, Jethro?
Yeah, I told you about my cousin Jethro before.
He's no, you didn't.
He's a nice guy, but he's not the brightest bulb, in the box, but he tries. He tries. And I also wanted to comment on, Schmiegel and these informants saying that your dad wasn't a tough guy. Like, if you don't, there's a lot of people who might not agree with your dad on certain things, but if you're trying to say the guy wasn't tough, he was the epitome of a tough guy. Like, what's more tougher than being locked to beds? And all he had to do was do what these other rats did and inform on people, and he would have been still alive today, but he wouldn't do it. The man had principles and character, and I respect people with principles who will not break their principles.
No, exactly.
I respect people like that all through history, from John Proctor to Thomas More to your father.
Well, that's what I mean. You don't have to like him. Just don't lie about him.
Yeah, that's a huge thing. You don't have to like whatever, but when you're making up lies saying the guy wasn't tough, it's just like you hurt your own credibility by saying that, because like I always say, you're not going to fool the chats. If you got 100 people, 80 people, even 50 in your chat, if anybody thinks they're smarter than all 50 people put together, they're not. And people see through these people's veil of bullcrap. No. Nobody's going to fool their whole chat. Like, people are not going to. You may think you do, and you might have a small little echo chamber of people fanning you and stuff, but you're never going to fool 180, 40. You're not going to fool all them people.
No, I mean, seriously, you don't know how bad I want to tell Jeff Nadeau. Just because you want it to be true doesn't mean that it is true. Like he did to me. Like, how
Wait, what did he
dumb
say?
can you be? How dumb can you be? Listen, I don't like Gravano. I never will. I'm never gonna defend him. I don't give a crap if he lives or he doesn't. I really don't care. But to deny that he was what he was is absolutely ridiculous. And then you want to, this A-like character comes with this nonsense. He was more than what Gravano could ever be. I mean, this is.
Wait, who's running with that story? The guy Nadeau is trying to say that Sammy A-Light was more of a gangster than the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, from what I hear, yes.
That's ridiculous. I don't like the Crypt Keeper.
Ridiculous already.
I don't like Sammy neither, but come on, you can't compare Johnny A. Liar to the Crypt Keeper when it comes to, like, the guy was a gangster. He was an underboss in the Gambino family. Yes, he lost all that when he became a sniveling little stool pigeon.
Yes, but, and yes, he also put 48 men away.
Yes. So I love how they just say, well, he just ratted on Gotti because Gotti wanted him to take the blame. That's just not true. And did everybody else, did all the other 30 guys he put in jail do the same? It's just Schmiegel, the Crypt Keeper, trying to rewrite history. And a lot of the rats go along with what he says, and the fanboys and the mob groupies. There's so many mob groupies out there. It's real sick. Guys who wish they had a family member in the mob or knew somebody in the mob, but they couldn't. So the next best thing is to kiss an informant's behind. It's just it's clown world. It's clown world. Totally.
No, it's just a little ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And then I see the other guy saying that he was. His father told him that this was sanctioned. I mean,
well, I think the Calandra and them did set him straight on that.
Yeah, Calandra did. Jimmy Calandra certainly did, and so did FBS.
Yeah, FBS and Calandra did set him straight on that. I don't know where that guy got, what comic books he's reading or where he gets his info, but that's just an oxymoron. Why would all 5 bosses from a family or whatever, all these bosses say, yeah, you can rat on this guy, but did you forget did they sanction the rat on the whole other mob too? And they would never do that. Mob families are not going to say you can tell on people because it'd be all over. Everybody be telling. It makes no sense. It's an oxymoron. It's like literally believing Mickey Mouse lives on Pluto. It's ridiculous.
Let me see what Justice texts. Remember when people are envious of the internal constitution a man holds dear, they try and knock it because it becomes clear they don't possess the strength of the person they bash. You know what?
100%.
Right?
Yep. Like I said, no matter if you like the guy had convictions, and the guy had a constitution that couldn't be broken. Like him or dislike him. You got to respect that.
Exactly.
You know? Exactly. All these stool pigeons on YouTube, like they wish they had the Constitution. They're trying to relive that would-be mob or associate lifestyle on YouTube right now. They wish they were them guys. They're pathetic. It's pathetic.
Oh, exactly.
And it's so outlandish.
Yes, it is. It really is. I mean, I don't understand. Like, how can people this desperate?
Yes. They want views, they want subs, they want money, they want to jump on the stoolie train and get some shekels and all talk like yentas and cry.
But how desperate could you be for information if false information is what is good enough for you? That's okay. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of info it is, as long as it's any kind of info.
Well, at least those guys set him straight on that, because that's just ridiculous. And I like what you said about the other Ronnie. What's his name? Is that the one arm guy? I don't know.
No, no, no. This is
Oh, that's a
Ronnie.
different
This
person.
is Ronnie G. Yes, this
And
is
that comes
someone.
and that comes from what's his name? Gene's lies.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody can believe. Listen, if anybody believes Gene Barello, I want to lease you a bridge in Brooklyn for 6 months. Like,
Well, maybe I'll have somebody from his family come on
it's
because
just like I
it's
said.
just really ridiculous. You think that you know something about people you don't know anything about. You're listening to what an informant tells you.
Yes, and informants are all liars.
Exactly.
That's why they're in that position. But yet they're still, it blows my mind because they're supposedly junior G men and all these FBI lovers and this, but yet they're on YouTube trying to be gangsters and tough guys and threaten people. They're all clowns. And Borello's one of the biggest liars. His book was filled with a bunch of beefs that he had with young guys over drugs or whatever, but he spun it where it was mafia beefs and lie. That's what these people do, and it's sick.
Well, definitely.
And that book had all like editing things, misspellings. Like, oh, what did Helen Keller write that book? And Helen Keller was a lot smarter than these people. Put it
Well,
that way.
I mean, I don't understand. I really don't. But how was your Christmas?
It was good. I got caught looking at presents, so my Grammy did slap me a few times. I got caught opening presents up and peeping on presents and stuff like that.
Wait, what is this? I couldn't even listen to that idiot Nadu saying some of the dumbest crap I have ever heard. And guys, an Albanian midget claims to be a mob expert. I really don't. I really don't understand. How do you sit there and you want to deny that? Listen, like him, hate him, love him or not, he was what he was, and that's it. He was what he was. He was also must have been important enough that 47 men went to prison
Yeah.
with him. 47 men.
Do you think he's sticking up for him just because of the Albanian thing? Because I know a lot of Albanians who hate A-Light. We got a lot of them that come in our chat, and they are real Albanians who don't like informants. I just don't know how anybody who says they're a mob expert could try to take elite side with the lies over Schmiegel when the Crypt Keeper outed John for the 3K clout shout out. And look how that's been going for
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to get an interview with him. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. That's how a lot of these people. And I'm not bashing non-Italians or even Italians who do this stuff, but when you come on here and you try to make friends with these stoolies and stuff and say things that will make them happy to get them on your show, it's all about the buck. But you kill your own credibility when you're trying to say that. A-Light's the real gangster and Sammy's not. It makes no sense. None of them are gangsters no more. Once you tell and put people in jail, you are no longer a member of a secret society or nothing like that. You're an informant. That's why Schmiegel's been on here trying to recreate everything. But at least Schmiegel was what he was. I didn't like the Crypt Keeper, but at least he was an underboss. Like John A-Light was a liar. A-Light was with a member of your brother's crew for 2 years, and then your brother beat him up and chased him out because he was using his name to shake down drug dealers and stuff is what I heard. And he beat him up and chased him out, and then he sent him Christmas cards and Father's Day cards. He couldn't get back in his good graces, so he went on the attack. Bottom line.
I mean, seriously. Let's see. The sad part is they are all trying to make money off the Gotti name. Angel, you shouldn't have to be dealing with defending your family all the time. These rats need to just go away. It's like a little ridiculous at this point.
Well, yeah, but like I said, these people who want to start content things and stuff, they're going to run with these rats because it's not about what's true or not. It's about what's going to help their pockets.
Yeah.
So they'll stick up and run with that.
Okay, so now enough of me being in a pissy mood. Now tell me, how was your Christmas?
Oh, it was good. We had we had fish. I went and seen my family, seen my family and stuff. Well, got to see my godsons and nephews open Christmas gifts, and that was fun. I had a good time. I'm very blessed that I had a good Christmas and my family's here and healthy.
Thank God, right?
Yeah, health. That's the main thing about it all.
And how's the doggies?
They're doing good. Got them some pelican legs and some ram horns. I spent like literally, wow, Petco. I walked in Petco. I couldn't take all three of them, so I took two of them. Oh my God. They were trying to shoplift again. I stopped them because I had some, like, there's a lot of people watching. So I stopped them from shoplifting because they grabbed the little toys and they won't let them go. But I went there and bought them a bunch of ram horns, hoofs, all kinds of big pelican legs and rawhide bones, so they were happy. I spent like $235 in Petco.
Oh, wow.
But one good thing about that is they take your number down, and every so many purchases, you get some money off. So I had like a $10 like purchase thing where I got $10 off of it. Yeah.
Let me just read this. Ronnie G, by Common Sense. Ronnie G is a stand-up guy, whole family, great people. Anyone says different is a liar, period. That's right, 100%. And then this one, Justice Tech Pros, Angel, I am good friends with Ronnie's lawyer. I will look to do a rebuttal video to claims made in that nonsense book. Thank you, JTP.
Yeah, he's good at that stuff too. He'll pick it apart like a scientist.
No, I'm not sure. I'm seeing a super chat. But
yeah, Stu Hunter and Common Sense and Justice Tech Pro Central.
Yeah, but how come I don't see them in the chat? They're all the way at the top already. Do you see them at the top?
Yeah, I see them at the top. Yeah, because
here. Okay,
you got to click on them quick, or they go away.
Yeah, Justice Tech Pros support for Angel. We push back, has your back. Little by little, we will all expose truths for every lie. We will be there to call them out. Thank you so much, Dominic.
Amen to that.
Yes, and you know the drill. I'm going to share this with MRE.
Share what? The channel?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Stu Hunter. No, I'm going to share my super chat.
No, you can't do that. No, these are
Common
yours.
Sense, thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you. And anytime you want to come on, you just let me know. Drop the link.
No, don't. You don't have to share. None of these are yours. You know what I mean? You don't have to share anything.
No, you're on here with me. You help me. I'm sorry, but
no, you don't have to do that.
I don't know who this is.
Just people's friendship and supporting the channel and come watching it is enough for me.
AJC. I don't know what that is, but it's Ali Chaba, Angel.
Ali. Yeah, he's got a nice family.
God bless both of you guys, 100% straight shooters. Thank you very much, Ali. Thank you very much. I hope I didn't miss anything else. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm reading the chat.
Yeah. Chicky Chickatelli, Angel, Alex Ruja from the Bronx. Abused daylight to me in MCC Manhattan, the real Albanian. Yes.
Yeah.
And there's more coming on that, Chicky, but thank you.
Yeah, real Albanians don't like him. There's a lot of good stand-up Albanian people who come in and support our channels, and they're like, we don't like him. And they even beat him up at Sugar Daddies.
Yeah, exactly. A wise man once said, people only lie when they are afraid. I never have to be afraid. Why are you doing that?
That's not me. That's an imposter.
No, is it?
No, it's really me.
Aw, and we love you, MRE. We love you more.
Oh, people hate me. If they ever
No, they
seen what I
don't.
look
We
like,
love
if they
you.
ever seen what I look like, they'd have no choice but to
Nobody
run away.
cares what you look like.
Okay, have
No
you ever
one.
seen the movie Ben-Hur, the lepers in that movie Ben-Hur? Those look
Nobody
like
cares
it
what
looked
you
like my
look like.
family gathering, like a family reunion. We all look alike.
If someone told me, "Hey, go over here, there you could see what MRE looks like," I would never go.
Oh,
I don't
thank
want
you.
to know what
I
you.
wouldn't want you to see what I really look like. I'm so
No, I
ashamed.
don't want to know what you look like. I don't care. It would take all the mystique out of you. No
Well,
way.
see, look, I have friends on here that have been like troll buddies of mine for over 5 years. None of us know what we look like or even care or want to know each other's names. And those are the people
Exactly.
I like. And let me tell you something, those are the people who've been more loyal to me and others. Those are some loyal people right there. And they have principles, and I respect that.
Exactly. No, I would never care. I don't care what you look like. I don't want to know. Let's
You
see.
surely don't want
Hi,
to know.
Albert. What happened?
You don't want to know what I look like, trust me. And Albert is a good dude right there.
Yes, I know. Thank you, Albert.
And I'll give you an example. Albert, at first, he was like, I wouldn't call him an A-Light fan or nothing, but he watched John's show at first until he seen like some episodes that really called out his lies. And he had enough integrity to come over and say, hey, I had it wrong. So I have so much respect for that guy, Albert, right there. Because me and him used to argue in my comment sections for like 20 comments deep arguing. But once he's seen that, hey, oh, this is lies, he came over and says, you know what? Hey, I got it wrong, man. I have a lot of respect for that guy.
Really?
Yes, a lot of respect for Albert. A lot.
Wow, that's really nice. Wait, I just
Yeah.
put the link for JTP. I hope I did it the right way. Hold on. I might have did it before behind in the comments. Here, I'll drop it again, JTP.
I see a lot of good people. And I'm going to share the JTP made a channel called WePushBack.com. It's a
Yes.
YouTube channel. I'm
Yes.
going to share it in chat. If everybody can sub to this, it'd be real great because he's doing this because he wants to get a community tab so he can post, certain things on the We Push Back, new members, all stuff like that. So if people can really sub to this channel to get him over 500 so he can have a community tab, it will mean a lot. Like if somebody's got channels or whatever, please share that and it'd be much appreciated.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, Angel. Hey, MRA. How you doing?
Merry Christmas, Dominic.
Merry Christmas to you and yours. Hope you guys kind of enjoyed the day. I know you weren't feeling too well, so I hope you kind of enjoyed it.
Well, I spent mine alone. Not really alone. I was with my daughter. But I have to say, I have really great people in my life, my family and my friends, that they sent food here, like food that I will never even be able to eat.
Well, at least it gave you a little break. You didn't have to do all cooking and stuff, right? You got to relax a little bit.
No, I couldn't do anything. I was so sick. I have to say that the thing that made me, I got that drip, the Regeneron drip.
What is that, Angel?
Okay, do you remember? I'll tell you. And another thing, I have a newfound respect for President Trump because when he came off that helicopter and he walked up those stairs after just receiving that, I don't know how he did it because I couldn't even get from the hospital to the parking lot. Like my daughter had to help me, and my daughter is very tiny. I'm a big girl. My daughter had to help me. That drip it's the Regeneron. It's antibodies, a whole bunch of antibodies, and you sit there for 4 hours. I was there. Was I there for 4 hours? I think I was there longer. And they do an IV drip, and then you're supposed to feel better within 24 to 48 hours. It took a little longer for me.
Miss Can't Be Wrong said my in-laws had the drip, and they said 3 hours later they felt better.
Yeah, see, some people felt better right away. I did not. But because I have underlying conditions, I have um, diabetes and I have high blood pressure. So that's why it might have taken like a little bit longer for me. But I'll tell you, I feel much better today. And just this weird things are happening with me. Like I'm getting like emotional. Like things are like making me cry. I don't know why. Hello?
Did you read Gone with the Wind? Well, it happens to me. I'm just going to say every time I think of Tara and Gone with the Wind, I cry. I'm not, and I'll admit it. I also cried in the Titanic watching the movie. That's a lie. I didn't cry in the Titanic though, but I did cry.
It is too, Angel, when you're alone and you have time to think. Sometimes that happens. You get in your own mind. You start to just reflect and think of stuff, and then you get either pissed off or melancholy.
Yeah, like some things,
or a little bit of both.
or a little bit of both. I know. I just sat there thinking, like, every time I would try to listen to something on YouTube, I would get so mad, and I had to shut it off because I'm like, these people just don't know what they're talking about. Like,
well, you know what I find funny when you see like these different panels, and it looks like the Brady Bunch. They have all their pictures up like the Brady Bunch, and they're all talking about right away. If you notice, they're talking about rats and who's a rat, and this one's a rat. And I grew up with this family, and they'll try to say this one's connected that, but yet they're engaging with an informant. So it just blows my mind. That just tells me they didn't grow up with anybody. They don't know anybody. Because if you have those beliefs and you've seen loved ones get put away, friends get put away, it just doesn't correlate. It's impossible. It's impossible to go back and forth like that. So to me, it's all meaningless. So all their claims are nonsense. Supposedly they know people. They know that I don't believe.
If they knew people, they wouldn't be on here saying it.
Exactly. It's all nonsense.
We all know that. Anybody with a brain that grew up around anybody knows if you knew somebody, you wouldn't be on here saying it.
Remember, there's an old saying: if you got to say who you are, you're a nobody. So
yeah. Amen to that.
Isn't that weird?
It's beyond weird. It's beyond weird. In one breath, they're talking about my uncle, my father told me this one's a street guy, that, and then in the next breath, hey, how you doing, federal informant? Everything all right?
How you doing, witness protection program guy? How you doing? The type of people you are, put my people away, but how you doing? Anything to sell out for the buck and some friends and some fame. It's called no backbone. They bend for the wind.
Yep.
Yes, Anthony Surratt.
That's actually a good friend of mine in real life.
Hey, Anthony, what's up, man?
Thank you very much, Anthony. Merry Christmas, Angel, and all in the We Push Back family. Thank you so much, Anthony.
Me and Anthony grew up together. He's
really?
Yeah, he's like my brother.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's really nice. Thank you, Anthony.
I love what Lord Tywin says. Any man who must say I am the king is no true king.
I
like
well, that comes from Game of Thrones, but it's true. Lord Tywin was the best.
Hey, hi, Ramundi. The monoclonal antibodies. I don't know how to say it. I still don't know how to say it.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, is heavily dependent upon how early you receive the treatment. Should treat with ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, monoclonal antibodies, zinc, vitamin D, steroids, and more. Yeah, I did all of it. The only thing I didn't do was the ivermectin or the hydroxychloroquine, only because I got nervous because I have underlying conditions. But look, listen, I'm better today. I'm better, much better than I was a week ago. No.
Well, I like you fired up. I like it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like you. You got an edge to you now. I like it.
I don't know. I was like, I don't know. You better think twice about going on. But
No,
then
I like it. We got to embrace it. We got to embrace that edge.
I wanted everybody to see. You know how long I'm holding on to that intro? Jerry made that for me, I think.
Well, look, think about this. Imagine if the people in the chat or anybody listen, imagine if your family was being attacked, lied about, you know what I mean? If you could come on and defend your family, you would. There are a lot of people like, well, why would they come on here and gang it? They're on to defend their families, and they have every right to.
Well, that's why goes to the point I said earlier, MRE. Think about it. If these guys who all claim they're street guys and they were in the street, do you really think they would be interacting with an informant?
No.
Of course. That's why it's all nonsense.
Even though they might go on YouTube and say it, they're not going to walk out into them streets and brag to their friends about that. Definitely. Of course not.
It's just a principle thing, It's just a principle thing, and I'm sure if there was any validity to their claims that they knew somebody, whatever, do you think they'd be able to then go talk to that person like, hey, guess who I was talking to on YouTube?
Yeah. And they just wouldn't have, it just shows like, this shows these no principles. They're just mob groupies, in my opinion. Wise guy.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head. I think you hit the nail on the head when you said they're so far removed that once they saw an informant, it's like they're seeing a somebody famous, and they will look to align with that person to almost give themselves some kind of credibility, I guess. I don't know.
It's called mob groupie syndrome. And it's out there, and it's true though. It's really true.
But I just don't understand it. Like, I really, really don't. I don't understand. Like,
well, their brains need to be studied because I don't understand them neither. I don't think anybody can grasp their head around it, but it's very bizarre. Call yourself a street guy, or people, but you're on here worshiping stoolies. It makes no sense.
Well, what's even crazier is, look, somebody who Angel doesn't even know is talking about her and what? That's what boggles my mind. Just do your show. Why don't they just do their show? Why do they got to bring anybody up? It doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Well, they're probably hoping that she's going to respond and fight with them, and they'll get clicks. So they're trying to impress people.
Yeah,
they're trying to impress other people. They must be in little chat where they can all talk. And so these newbies come around and say, well, let me impress these guys by attacking other people. And they look like
as we always say, our response is always a reaction. We never initiate it. We don't go on talking about them out of left field, but they seem to bring up people, bring up guys, bring up family members. So what do they expect? Everybody just to be quiet and not respond to it? That's not going to happen.
It's called WeProtect.com.
That's right.
It's like common sense. And a lot of them think they're junior G-men and stuff, and it's just it's an oxymoron, and I don't know how these people. It just blows my mind.
Well, I could just see the frustration with Angel. Imagine you're sick, you're not feeling well. You go on YouTube and you got to hear your name and somebody talking nonsense. It's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. Exactly. And just know, Angel, I got your back. So whenever you want to rebuttal, whatever you want to do, I'm always going to be right there pushing.
Can you click on the Carmine S? He says, MRE, you are making money on mob stories. No, I don't tell mob stories. He says, you are making money on mob stories, true or not, so you are part of the problem. No, I do not. What mob stories have you ever heard me tell?
I don't know where you see that. Where do you see that?
It's in the chat, but I don't do mob stories or anything like that. I call out lying informants, okay? That's what I do. Okay. I don't tell mob stories. I have no mob stories to tell.
Well, who is saying that?
Someone in the chat, Carmine C. I don't know.
Carmine C.
It's at
Carmine S. I'm sorry.
5:48 mark, Angel. If you go to the times,
I'm sorry. What is it?
If you look at the times, you see the times on the chats. It's at 5:48 p.m. You should be able to see it that way.
Oh, okay. 5:48. Let's see. Carmine S. Carmine S is.
It makes no sense because that's an oxymoron. It makes no sense. Number one, I say the problem is lying informants, number one. Number two, I don't come on and tell mob stories, so I don't know what he's getting at, but everybody can have an opinion,
Well, no, I'm curious why he says something like that when that's not true. You're not making money on mob stories. You
No, and
are
I'll be quite honest. I make like I think 250, sometimes $300 a month making fun of rats. Okay.
right. You're making fun of rats. I don't
Emory, every
understand.
one of your shows from day one, you never did a documentary, you never did a news clip, you never did a story. So that makes zero. It falls on its face from inception. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's weird, but hey, everybody has the right to say what they want and have an opinion. But it's just
Anybody
not
who can
factual.
make me laugh, anybody who can keep me entertained by making me laugh deserves their weight in gold. How's that? An MRE makes me laugh and keeps me entertained.
Well, you owe him some gold then, because that's a lot of weight.
That's
Well,
right. How
I'm
much
a
I
do
think
you
he's a
weigh,
little guy. I
MRE?
know he's a little guy with a little arm, so maybe 90 pounds.
Listen, I was a court jester for Henry VIII, Henry Tudor.
Yeah, so how much do you weigh, MRE?
Like 98 pounds.
754 pounds. 750. You know, actually, when they got me out of my house for the first time, they ripped off my roof and took me out with a crane.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, first time I was out of the house was with a crane.
I remember seeing that on the news, the South Dakota vigil
Yes.
outside your house. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was heartwarming, ain't it? When they gave me the cheeseburgers.
No, it brought tears to my eyes. Really did.
Thank you.
For what?
Well, all right, for me to agree to everything, they'd had to give me 75 cheeseburgers.
That's a good deal.
I really was going for the Whoppers, but they wouldn't.
They wouldn't spring for it.
And they wouldn't spring for the Whoppers, but
They what?
You missed that little scenario, Angel.
Yeah, I think I did. That's right. MRE is the GOAT of YouTube, hands down. That's
Agreed.
right.
Agreed.
yeah, I'm a good Billy goat. There's other goats in my pen, and then they try to milk us and stuff, and I don't want to hear it. I just want to run free in the pasture and eat cans and grass and be a good little goat.
He bashes rats, nothing else.
No, I do
That's
play like serial killer stuff and history stuff. You know what I mean? But that's about it. I don't do mob stories or nothing like that. I'll make fun of informants and call out their lies. If you want to consider that mob stuff, I really don't, because they're not mob people. There is no such thing as mobsters on YouTube. There's just lying informants, and that's it. And I have every right to call
It
them
doesn't
out.
make any sense. That's like saying my channel's about mob stuff because I cover cases that may have somebody with an OC label. It's nonsense. It has nothing to do with mob stuff. We're talking about the lies informant. You specifically are talking about the lies informant spread, and you bring the truth out. I cover different cases on all different levels. So again, we've seen this play out time and again. They spread a lie and they try to give it legs so then they could use that.
Yeah, like they try to say, oh, we glorify the mob. I'm not
Correct.
glorifying no mafia. I'm just saying that the informants and rats, and ever since we were little kids, everybody knows a tattletale is wrong, right? A rat it's wrong to be a tattletale. It's the bottom line. It's not like somebody, like some woman just got raped and you've seen her get raped and you want to help her. That's a different story. I'm talking about criminals getting involved with criminal stuff and then diming their friends out to sell their own soul. And then on top of it, they come back on YouTube to relive their little wannabe mob fantasies. They're the sick ones. They need the help. They go to bed at night knowing and look in the mirror, knowing that they are a disappointment in life and of what they wanted to be.
Well, they'll try to pick apart what we're all doing with lies and misinformation because they know the truth of what we're doing. There's no argument against it. How are you going to argue somebody who is just trying to put facts over fiction out there?
Yeah, we don't lie about them. We don't make fun of their families or attack them. So, like I don't get it. I'm not even. We don't even make lies up or go after their family. Nothing of the sort. What they do, what those types do.
Well, it bothers them, so they don't know how to react because they don't like the truth being put out there about their favorite informant. So what do? They have to lie about what we're doing, make up what our agenda is. So that's what they do, and they lie, and then their friends will push that lie. But again, it's all false. It's all inaccurate. All they have to do is listen to every one of our episodes, and they'll see it's all misinformation.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Well, they I just lost my whole train of thought.
Get your edge back, Angel. Get nasty. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Who are we abusing today? Come on.
You know something, seriously, that also I thought about your father and those 3 other men. I thought about them on Christmas Day. I
Thank
thought
you.
about my nephew is in prison. Listen, my
Yep.
nephew,
Prayers for him. Prayers for him.
you know, listen, but my nephew's doing well, thank God. You know, my nephew will be home before you know it. He's doing, he's doing very well. But to
I
be
got to
in
knock
there,
on wood because I believe in that. So there's a little zip in
yes,
me. I got to
thank
do
God.
it.
Yes, thank God. But to be in there knowing that you're in there for something that you didn't do, that has to make you, that has to give you like a, I remember Joe O'Kane. Joe O'Kane said that being in prison for life, that didn't affect him. It was being in prison for something that he didn't do, that he was innocent of. That's what made him, so mad. It's like,
Of course.
and he was in there, I think, for 5 years for something that he didn't do. But life in prison was okay because he felt, look, I'm guilty of it.
And you're right. The men I come across have the same ideology. If you're going to get me, say I did something wrong, I robbed a bank, then get me for robbing the bank. Don't make something up. That's the problem.
Right.
And that's a hard pill to swallow. And we just talk about what we've experienced. I talk about the cases I've been on, but this is a huge problem. This isn't something that's just regulated to this. You know as well as I do. You see all the exonerees, all different people after 30 years, 20 years, they get released. They figure out somebody was lying or DNA. So this isn't something we pulled from thin air. This is a real issue.
Yeah, and if it was someone they loved to care about, I wonder how they would feel about it.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. I think that unfortunately some people lack the perspective to look at things with an open mind and just look at the situation. They always infuse their own bias.
Well, their emotions get taken over where the emotions clout their judgment and they don't do the research or whatever it is. I don't know. Maybe they're just in it for the buck. And they think maybe their favorite stoolie is going to help them get famous, rich. I don't know. Clout. I don't know. Who knows with these people?
I think it's everything you just mentioned, pal. To get clout, to get some money, to all of those things. All of those things.
I can't
think about how big your channel would have been if you decided to align with one of the informants. Think about how big your channel would have got.
Oh yeah, of course, 100%. 100%. And even when I went after like certain rats, like because there was people who would love my show, right? But once I made fun of their rat, I was the bad guy, and they wouldn't support the channel. And no one, I don't care. Hey, so be it. That's what it's about. I'm not here to make friends with no stoolies. I don't like them, and that's just. I'm not saying my way is the right way to go about things, but that's who I am. I don't like informants and never will.
Well, that goes to show right there that they don't have that belief. It's just a belief of, okay, it's all right to make fun of informants I don't know, but if you make fun of an informant I do know, then I have a problem. So that says it all. They're not against informants. They're just against the ones they don't know.
Yeah, it's clown world.
Detroit Siggy, Soggy, Detroit Soggy. Take that $2 and stick it right up your rear end. I don't want your $2, so you could cancel it right after this.
That's the Ghost Boy simp. He's a big stoolie lover.
Yeah,
that's a perfect example. Somebody who likes to use the word rat, but seems to like it.
Exactly.
I can't get that around my head.
Yeah, me neither. It's like you're a total phony. You have no principles. You have no character, no constitution. You are literally Gumby. You bend.
Exactly. Nobody needs your $2.
Now, everybody, I've came on YouTube. I've made a few mistakes. Like I've made fun of some people's families. Like I think I threw a few cracks at like Linda's little thing, and I made a few cracks at Karen or whatever. But I admitted I was wrong, and I didn't do it no more. But my principles have always stayed the same and never switched or changed or swayed. Now everybody makes mistakes. Like I said, maybe I shouldn't have been so hard on. I only did it in a couple of videos, but maybe I shouldn't have done that. You know.
Johnny,
Angel, I have an idea.
You don't have to listen to lying informants. My brother's a normal, regular, working guy. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dominic.
No, I'm sorry. I said I have an idea. You should take that $2 and send it to one of the women's shelters for abused women, because
that's true.
You know, I know he's a Panisi fan, so I think it would be relevant if you send it to
Oh, he's a big Johnny Boy fan, so he should send it to a woman beaten shelter.
Yep.
Oh, he's a Panisi fan, so we will send that $2 to a woman's shelter.
Yes, there you go.
For lowlifes who beat women.
Yep.
Yeah, does he think that's a noble thing? Like, unbelievable.
Yeah. Who beat women and knock their teeth out.
these
and then
people,
put their hair on fire.
Yeah, burn their hair, abuse them.
Yeah.
These, like I said, these are all these. Every rat is a liar. That's how it comes down to. They all lie. Even look at King Schmeagol. He lies too. He's the king rat. They all tell stories and lie. It's in their nature.
John Gotti Jr. was battle tested. That's right, he was. I don't want to hear. Oh, you know what? Who cares? Seriously, who cares?
Did you see any videos while you were not feeling well, Angel, that you liked, or anything you come across new on YouTube? Not even in this nonsense. These guys, like anything in general, because I was looking for some good podcasts. I haven't come across any lately.
I think. Well, I was waiting for you to put one out.
I know. I've been crazy lately. I didn't get one out.
I was waiting for you, but I did catch Cane Shades. I did catch Cane Shades. I tried to make the whole thing. And then after Cane Shades, I think you went on MRE, and I tried watching that, but I think I fell asleep.
Oh, yeah. I went on Shades. I believe it was a few days ago.
Yeah, you were on Shades. Were you on Shades? I don't even remember right now. It feels like it was forever.
Yeah. I think you were on that one, Emery. I think you were on the last one.
Yes. So I watched that one, and that was it. I couldn't watch anything else. I did something else too. Excuse me.
Any Netflix? You catch up on any Netflix?
No, but I did watch like a few chick flicks. Like
nice.
You know, I love the old shows. I love Andy Griffith and Aunt B.
So Andy Griffith. Sorry, Angel, that's not a chick flick.
No. Today I watched chick flicks. Today I watched Pretty Woman, and I watched something else that was. Oh, I watched The Wizard of Oz yesterday.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I was very excited about The Wizard of Oz.
You're out of the woods, you're into the woods, you're out of the night. I like that.
I did. I watched The Wizard of Oz. But today I watched something and it was on twice. Oh, that movie that I told you about that you didn't want to watch, but it was on today. With Meryl Streep and It's Complicated.
I never seen that.
Oh, was that with Jack Nicholson?
No, that was with Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin. Okay, I saw that actually a while ago. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I watched that, but I didn't really know. I really had no interest in watching anything.
You know what movie I like with Baldwin? The Hunt for Red October.
Yeah, that was good.
I saw that a long time ago.
Yeah, it was about Ramius. That was a good one. About a guy named Ramius who wanted to defect to America, and he was going to give them the new submarine that was basically silent in the water. It was really good.
Yeah, I remember that. That was like in the 90s, I think that came out. Correct?
I believe 80s even.
80s.
Yeah.
You're
it was
both
good.
so much younger than me.
I'm 73.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's got like 10 years on you. What are you talking about?
Did you watch anything, Dominic? Did you catch anything?
Oh, I'm trying to think. Not. I watched a ton of children Christmas shows with my daughter. I think that was about it. A lot of
How
those.
old is your daughter?
She's 10.
Oh, that's the best.
Is it
age.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and those old ones that we used to watch?
Yeah, we watched those. We watched Frosty, and then there's some new ones like with that Elf on the Shelf that they do now.
I like the one with
likes
little
that.
Rudolph in the Land of Misfit Toys, the little
Yes.
dentist elf. He wanted to be a dentist.
Hey, the Land of Misfit Toys reminds me of a certain genre on here.
You know what? You're right. You're right. Did your children get everything that they wanted?
They always do. Santa tries to do his job, so yeah.
I know. The highlight of my whole week was the videos my son sent me of my grandsons opening up their presents.
That's what makes it, right? That's what it's all
That's
about.
that's what it's all about is
Yep.
watching those children, how happy they were. And my little one is gonna be 3. So everything was
Oh, that's a great age.
wow. Oh wow. That's all I kept saying is, oh wow.
It
You're
brings
so
you back,
excited.
right? It makes you feel like a kid again. It's the best.
Yeah.
The best.
Yeah. And then my older one was just like he got a new Xbox. He was so excited. It was so nice watching them. I wanted to be there so bad.
That's
No, it
what
would be
keeps the
very
magic.
cool. You know, it would be very cruel, like hiding the real toys and just putting all coal and socks and knitted sweaters.
Who
That would be
did
cruel.
that? Was that done to you?
Yes, it was.
I'll tell you something funny. My brother did that to me when we were kids. He put coal in my stocking, and before I came down the steps, he hid my stuff. So I wasn't too happy.
How old were you?
He has 6 years on me, so I think I was around 7. He was like 13.
Oh.
Yeah, he got me. I wasn't too happy.
How long did you believe it for? Like 10, 15
Oh, he kept it going for a while, and then he would say, like, no, those are mine. If there was something that was mine, he's like, no, that's for me. You didn't get anything. He kept it going for a little while, and then my parents stepped in.
Oh, that's great. That's great. The baby kids make it the best. They
Yeah.
make the whole holiday. It's just unbelievable. My father used to love that. He loved it, and he loved watching them, all the kids opening up their gifts and stuff like that. That made him so happy.
No, you
My
get to see
brother's
the joy
mom-
of them having fun.
They what?
You get to see the joy of them having fun and opening
Yep.
their toys.
It's the best. It really is. It's the best. But
It makes it all worth it. Like I'd say this Christmas really financially whacked me pretty good, but it was all worth it when I got to watch my nephews, nieces, and godsons open their toys and then them call me up and say, Uncle, thank you, and all that stuff. It made me feel real good. So it's all worth it.
You're right. It makes it all the aggravation, all the prep, all the stress. It makes it all worth it.
Yeah. Now, Dominic, do you eat? Does your family have fish on Christmas Eve?
Yes, we do the 7 fishes.
Oh, so you do the fishes.
Yeah, we do the bacalao, which I'm not that crazy about. We do the whiteys, lobster. We do all the
You
7.
don't like bacala, Dom?
I hated it as a kid. Now that I'm getting older, I'm actually starting to acquire taste. I don't love it, but I will eat it.
I didn't like it as a kid neither, but when I got older, I loved it. And I love the snail salad too.
I like whiteys. Whiteys is a nice fish too. It's like it's not too strong. It's a nice fish.
Yeah,
And do you
I
have
actually ate a goldfish and piranhas this year.
No, you did not.
No, I'm only kidding.
You only had 2 fishes out of your tank. That was it.
And I said, like, I'm a real Italian. Scoop the goldfish out of the tank and eat them.
Angel, somebody keeps asking in the chat. I see it going up and down. I don't know. Some Michael's asking about, I don't know, StreamYard or something. Where is that? 608. Look at 608. I don't know. He's trying to get your attention.
I don't know.
StreamYard. Let me see.
607 and then 608.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see 607. I don't see it.
You don't see it.
My friend's father wrapped a girl doll in him. This guy says my friend's father wrapped a girl doll for him as a joke. That's funny. That's funny.
Michael, I did not block you.
You wouldn't be talking if you're blocked. She wouldn't.
Yeah, I didn't block you. I don't know what he's talking about. Did I watch Angel? Did you watch Christmas movies with your dad and mom? Well, my dad not really too much. He wasn't really into the Christmas movies. Well, like the cartoons we watched. Not really.
What was your favorite cartoon, Frosty or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Frosty.
Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah, Frosty, and then and I liked Rudolph too, but he didn't really watch them like that with us. At least I don't remember. Maybe when we were really little.
I think it was also a different generation in some fashion. They didn't do as much as like we kind of do with our kids watching those movies, because my dad wasn't really into watching that stuff either. But I make the time. I sit down. I'll watch those things.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's a little different back then, you know.
Exactly.
Another one, Charlie Brown.
I actually always break my dad's chops about that. I'm like, yeah, just like you used to do. Remember, watch the movies, and he laughs.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Because we do things with our kids that they really didn't do with us.
No, they didn't.
Right?
Yeah, I agree. That's what I experienced anyway. I'm sure everybody's different, but I just noticed that it was like when I talk to people around our age, and I'm like, oh, did your father do this? They're like, nah, not really. You know?
No, right. Exactly. I love when they ask questions like that. Oh, I think this is really him. Hi, FBS. Hello. If that's really him, I don't know if that's him. He doesn't go in comments.
There's so many people running around with fake avatars.
Yeah, exactly. But if it is you, hello, Silvio. Remember when? Oh, I don't want. Where did that come from? Let's see. I would never fool. I would never fool a kid at Christmas. I did years ago, and it has haunted me ever since. What did you do? I'm afraid to ask.
It must have been pretty powerful that it haunts him now.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably broke the G.I. Joe and gave him a broken toy, then gave him the real toy, maybe.
I'll tell you what, I have a cousin. He's pretty funny. He had a tree fall the night before Christmas by his house. It snowed and he had a tree fall. This nut job put like Santa pants and Santa boots under the tree to make the kids think like the tree crushed Santa. And then he had to tell Mom, just kidding. The kids were freaking out. I was like, what the hell's the matter with you? I said, the kids are going to be scarred for life now.
Oh, my God. Angel, your brother said your dad loved getting roasted chestnuts. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He said he gave him half the toys.
He said he what?
The Oliver guy said he gave the kid half the toys.
Hold on. It is really you. Thank you, FBS. Just stopped in to say hi and have a great show. See you guys later. Thank you. Thank you.
You never know because there's so many fake profiles.
I know. Common sense. I figured out my parents were Santa. Oh.
Sorry about that.
I figured out my parents were Santa when I was 4 and ruined entire neighborhood.
Wow.
Christmas after explaining it to all the kids. What? Oh, you told all the kids there was no such thing as Santa? Just so you know, I still remember and really dislike the person who told me there was no such thing as Santa when I was 7 years old.
Yeah, that's not cool.
No.
I still believe in Santa. I don't believe them. I think they're lying.
I'm with you. I feel the same way.
Santa's
Yes.
real.
What age, Angel? Like, what age do you see your grandkids when they stopped believing, or they're not that old yet? Did any of them
No,
stop?
my grandson is he's 6, so
Oh, he's a little guy. Oh, good,
yeah,
good.
he still believes.
Oh, great.
And then the little one is going to be 3 in March. So of course
Oh,
he
God
still
bless.
believes. Yeah.
So that's good. You have you have many years left where the magic still exists. That's beautiful.
Well, I hope so. I really do. That really bothers me when people do that.
I know,
Yeah,
like,
it's not
mind your
good.
business. Mind your business.
Exactly. Mind your business.
Yeah, if a
Santa
family
is
wants to tell
real.
their kids Santa's real until they're 12, 13, God bless. It takes the magic out of it when they do that. I don't know why.
Exactly. That's so mean. And
I
if
agree.
anybody does that to my grandson, I will be very upset.
Let the kids be kids, because you're only young once. You're old for the rest of your life.
Exactly. Why ruin it?
Yeah, it's just what it does. It ruins it for them.
And I think I was like 35 till I figured out it was fake. So
Don't call it fake, man. You know how much I think about that. Come on.
I apologize. I apologize.
Thank you.
So, Emery, what did you do Christmas Eve?
I would say it was mostly juggling, balancing on a tightrope, stuff like that. No, actually, in all honesty, I went to see my godchildren, went to see nephews and nieces, and did the whole stop by a few family members' house, ate at a few different places, and went home with a bunch of food because each family member's house I go to, I don't want to eat too much because I'm going to another family member. So it's like they give me take-home stuff and give me stuff to take home. So I ended up with a bunch of food to take home.
Well, you know, you can't leave an Italian's house without taking something home. You know that.
No, you can't. No.
You can't do that.
And if you say no, I don't want it, or I'm not hungry, you're going to you're in trouble.
My grandmother would give me the spoon if I ever said I wasn't hungry or I didn't want anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
I caught that wooden spoon over the head more times as a kid, man. Oof.
And are you still eating the leftovers today?
Who, me?
Yeah, both of you.
No, I tried, but I got deathly sick. I think my aunt poisoned me.
Yeah, we still have some that we're picking on.
No, I still do too.
Oh, so you're still eating your leftovers?
Yeah, I got a few ham sandwiches, and I got some lasagna left, some manigot left.
Oh, nice.
But that will be
Sometimes it
gone.
tastes better. It tastes better when it's left over. You know, sometimes the second day, third day, it tastes a little better.
Well, that's same with our beets. You know, when I like with our beets, like I'd rather take the pizza and let it get cold and then reheat it, and it tastes more crispier and better.
Yeah, sometimes it tastes better than leftovers.
Yeah, because my aunt makes unbelievable beets, like unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah, she's good, really good with
Right in the oven, MRE, or does she have like a pizza oven, or right in the oven, or like outside? You know,
No,
sometimes-
she's got a regular oven.
Gotcha.
Oven. I got a few friends though that are right off the boat. Like I'm talking, like their families are right off the boat from Italy, and you got to see the way their family cooks. It's literally walking in. If you go to my friend's house, right? If you're walking in his house, is walking into like literally walking into Italy. It's walking into a time warp. You know, it's literally walking into. It's like you're in another country.
Right.
Where?
Oh, my friend's house. Like I'm talking right off the boat Italians that there's not many of them nowadays, but there's still some out there, and I got a few of them that are good friends of mine, and when I go over their houses or see what it's just unbelievable. They still make the wine. Their mothers are just top-notch cooks and fathers.
They got the sausage hanging from the basement, right?
Yeah. They make all that. My friend's father is not only is this guy a master stonemason and built his whole home like a genius, the mother is probably one of the best cooks in the state.
Really?
hands down. Like if these people opened up a restaurant, forget about it. Like it'd be over.
So why
Yeah,
don't they open up a restaurant?
I don't know. I don't know. But the cooking's just unbelievable.
yeah. That's why I asked you if they used an oven because I have a few friends of mine. Same thing, real Italians, and they got the whole setup outside, the pizza, the
Oh, the
stove.
brick ovens
Yeah, the
outside.
brick
Yeah,
oven.
yeah,
They're really into it. They're really into it.
yeah. My buddy's father makes his own wine and stuff.
Oh,
It's
see, I love
unbelievable. The
that.
whole wine presser and everything. It's like literally right off the. I used to take my uncle over there, right? And my uncle used to just love it and be like, "Let's go to Italy. Let's go to Italy." That's how he sounded. Let's go to Italy. So we would drive like 5 blocks over to Italy and go in the house, and he didn't want to leave.
That was a safe place.
Yeah, he said the wine was medicine, and he just loved it.
Wow.
That homemade wine, that's some powerful stuff. The few I've had, it's always
Oh,
it always
powerful!
did the trick.
Oh yeah.
It is very, very powerful.
Yeah,
That
Yeah,
homemade
big time.
wine is insane. You just take a little half a glass and you're
yeah, you're not kidding.
gone. But that's good. So did you drink a lot? You didn't get drunk, did you, Murray?
No, I don't. I did have a couple of glasses of wine, but like when you're eating, you really don't. Just sip it. Just it's not. So it's not really like to get drunk. But no, very, very rarely will I drink wine to get drunk. Very, very like once a year, if that. Or if I go to a wedding or something like that, something like that, I will.
Oh, so Ants, did you like my the intro Jerry made me?
Yes, that was great. That was real cool.
Oh, you did? You liked it? Okay.
Yeah.
Very powerful. Very powerful.
Oh, good. Thank you.
I like how he took your voice and everything. It was just great.
No,
Yeah,
the guy's definitely talented. Really talented guy.
Yeah, definitely. He took from bits and pieces of my voice from different videos. And I
Yeah,
just sent him like a few pictures and that was it. And then I had a picture. I have to figure out how to put it on here. But I had a picture of my daughter and my father. He's holding her. She was a baby. And it was a magnet and it was on my refrigerator. And then for whatever happened, it fell. And my dog got a hold of it and, ran around the house with it, whatever. And the magnet part broke. The picture ended up getting chewed.
Is that the one you had in your thumbnail?
No, because I haven't figured out how to put it on here yet. But Jerry took the picture and redid it. I cannot, if I'm going to show the before and the after, you cannot believe what he did. How he fixed, there was a piece of my father's face missing, peeled off. And he filled it in and made it like it was brand new.
Wow. Have you noticed, like nowadays, like remember in the old days, you used to go over somebody's house and they would pull out their family picture albums and stuff. Sadly, not many people have family picture albums no more because of the internet and everything's on the phones and stuff.
Yeah, right. So
you're right. Everybody takes it on the phone and then they don't, really download it or put it out. You're right, though.
Exactly. My daughter, that picture made my daughter so happy because Jerry then put like a little Christmas frame all around it. He did such a beautiful job. I can't wait to show that to everyone, how good he did with that picture. So he's just like reconstruct. Yeah, he's definitely very talented. Such a sweet guy. I have to say, every single day or a few times a day, he kept calling or texting to see how I was feeling. He's a very, very nice man.
He sounds it.
Yes, very nice man.
Well, very talented at making the videos.
Yes.
I'm going to drop the We Push Back YouTube channel. If everybody can sub to this
Okay,
YouTube
great.
channel to get him at 500 so he gets the community tab. I just dropped the link in there.
Yeah, the
Who?
community tab will allow this way. I figured every time somebody who's part of We Push Back goes live or is putting out a show, the community tab, you could share all that. So it just
Yeah.
floods the algorithm. It'll help everybody get more exposure.
Oh, John says he's got a nice bottle of wine he's saving for New Year's. Nice.
Oh, very nice.
Well, he said this New Year's is going to be the not many places are going to be open because of this what you call it the sickness and everything. So
Right.
Well, what happened?
they say not a lot of places like are going to be open this New Year's Eve. You know, a lot of like people that would have times or whatever because they don't want people getting together and stuff.
Oh, we don't go out on New Year's Eve.
Well, that's smart. A lot of just crazy stuff.
Yeah, I'm the same way, Angel. I like to stay home. I was never into that like chaos. I like to just stay home with
neither
the family.
Well, I'm actually gonna do a New Year's Eve, like a stream on New Year's Eve, bringing the New Year.
Oh, that's so great!
Yeah, I'm gonna bring a bunch of people on.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a New Year's Eve stream and bring a bunch of people on and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah, it'll be good for all of us
great.
boring folks who like to stay home and relax.
Yeah, well, I'm not allowed to.
That's great.
I'm not allowed to go out on New Year's Eve, anyways. I'm grounded again. So
Yeah, there's no way Grandma's gonna release you on New Year's Eve. Forget about that.
no, not at all.
No, I think that's
I even
great.
asked her, "Hey, can you put the Zap collar on me like we use for our dogs?" And she says, "No way.
She don't want to hear it.
Nope." That's what I get for snooping
so
for presents.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, you can come on and join us, Angel.
Oh, that's so great. We never really went out anyway. We always stayed home. We never really did anything.
Yeah, I was never into that either. It was always just with the family. We did something at the house.
Yeah.
Family and friends over. And that was it.
There was two things my father only ever asked of us, and that was do not go out New Year's Eve and St. Patrick's Day. He always asked us just stay home.
Yeah, he was probably concerned because those are the big, drunk driving days.
Exactly. So that's when we stay home. And then one year I didn't listen. Okay. So it was St. Patrick's Day, and I ended up going out to eat with my friends, and we got into a really bad car accident. But here's the best part of it. The worst part of it. It was a minute, it was after 12. So now it became March 18th, and that was the day that my brother died.
Oh, wow.
And all I thought to myself was, oh my God, if this didn't turn out the way that it did, thank God I was the only one who didn't get hurt. But then my mother would have had 2 kids that died on that day.
Oh, jeez. Oh, can't even think of that. Terrible.
So I never, ever even went to dinner, nothing on that day, St. Patrick's Day. And I tell my kids, and my kids, I tell them I don't ask much of them either. Just stay home New Year's Eve, and same thing, St. Patrick's Day.
I'm trying to see who banned Grant from the chat. They blocked Grant from the chat.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
Grant's a good guy.
Who would ban Grant?
I'm trying to see who did. I don't know, but I guess they banned him.
Well, where is Grant?
And I can't see him saying anything that would be bad for them to grant him.
Did somebody ban Grant? Well, who has wrenches?
Who knows?
And Grant? Is this Grant? I'm confused.
I forgot his last name, but it's Grant something. I can't remember his last name.
Yeah, he's from the UK.
He's a good guy. He's always a.
I don't understand why somebody would would hold on. How do I find out where? How do I look?
I don't know. I can't find it neither.
Yeah, I don't know StreamYard. I'm not sure how that works.
Grant Calder.
Aaron Blabick, $200. Love and respect. Merry Christmas, Angel, MRE, MTR, JTP. Thank you so much,
Merry Christmas.
Aaron.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Wow, that is really nice.
Very nice.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to find Grant. Thank you so much, Aaron. Okay. MRE, I'm gonna.
You'd have to do it after the channel. You'd have to like go into your YouTube studio. That's and unblock them or something.
Yeah, because let me see. Can you two talk while I check it out?
I don't know if you'll be able to check it out while you're
Oh,
on.
okay.
Yeah, I think it may shut it down.
Yeah, you won't be able to.
Yeah, Grant, I will unblock you.
MRE, does it show you who blocked the person, just so you know, or it doesn't show
If
you?
it was my channel, I could, and it would, but it doesn't say on here.
Gotcha.
See, the people in the chat, whoever has a wrench, they know who
blocked.
Yeah, who blocked him.
I got you.
Or maybe it was an accident.
It could have been an accident because I don't see why anybody would block him.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm going to jump off. It was great coming on, Angel. I'm glad you're feeling a little better.
Dominic, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything. Thank you.
My only request is when you get better, don't lose that edge. I like it.
No, I know. You always tell me that I'm too nice. And,
That's right.
And you know what? I'm tired of being nice.
Yeah,
I'm tired of being
no more nice. All right, guys, enjoy your evening, MRE. Everybody in the chat, if I missed your comment, I apologize. Have a good night.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so MRE, what do you think?
Oh, I think that if you go under the bridge at 9 o'clock at night, there will be this little man with a very pointy hat, and he will tell us where to go to find the gold. I seen that on Darby Gill and the Little People.
You said what?
Darby Gill and the Little People. You never seen that?
Yes. Why does that sound so familiar to me?
It was like a show where this guy found all little like leprechauns that would help him and give him gold pieces and stuff.
Yes. Okay. You know what you just reminded me of? That's what I did also yesterday. I watched Harry Potter movies.
Oh, I've never got into the Harry Potter. My cousins are into that, but I never got into the Harry Potter.
Well, I only watched it because my daughter and I, neither one of us would get up to change the channel.
Oh, it's a very popular series. It went over like 10 years, and it's a huge book. That lady who wrote the book was very poor, and she wrote that book and became a multimillionaire.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. But she was on one couch, I was on the other couch, and the remote control was in between us. And all we kept saying is, I kept telling her, I don't understand. This movie was made for kids. I mean, this is really scary.
Well, I think it was about little wizards going to school to be wizards.
Yeah, but then it started getting like a little really violent and real nasty. Like I just kept saying to her, I don't understand. What age was this supposed to be for? Because they were I guess it was like the last few movies.
How many did they make? Like 8 of them in all?
I don't know, but it wasn't really cute. It wasn't cute anymore. In the beginning, it was cute with the school and the pictures, and people in the pictures would move, and but then it started to get like very violent. They were searching for him. They were hiding him. Oh, I thought it was very violent.
Oh, I believe like it was a child's movie, but it was all I only seen a little bit of the first one with my nephew, and I really just couldn't grasp it or get into it. But my nephew, I even know older people who love the books. So
Yeah, well, supposedly the books are really good. Maybe that's better for kids because that movie last night certainly wasn't great for children. Like, I wouldn't want my little grandson watching that.
probably give them nightmares.
Yeah.
Well, Chucky and stuff like that gave kids nightmares, and kids were watching Child's Play.
Well, Chucky didn't give my daughter nightmares.
No, no, evidently not her. She went to school with Chucky dolls. She went to good school with the good guy doll.
Yeah.
But those other kids must have been freaked out.
Yeah, well, she told her that nobody wanted to sleep over.
Well, picture a lot of little kids are scared of dolls and stuff. So even Chucky making the mean face and the eyes, maybe they thought Chucky was going to hack them up.
Could you imagine? And there she is, this little tiny little girl going, "Oh, I love you, Chucky. Ooh, Chucky's so good. Mommy, Chucky's good." But then again, this is a kid who thought the movie Misery.
Misery, that was a great movie.
Yeah, she thought so too as a child, and she
Really?
she would tell me, "Oh, Mom, Annie's a little good, right?"
Annie Wilkes.
Yeah, I said.
She used to listen to Liberace in her house and run around loving it.
I said, "What do you mean she's a little good?" She goes, "Well, she saved him, didn't she?" I go, "Yeah, she saved him to torture him." Oh
Yeah,
no,
well,
she's like,
she,
"Oh no, she's a little good."
well, she actually wanted him to save Misery. Misery was a woman in these book novels, and she wanted him to rewrite the last novel because he wanted to kill Misery off and get on to new stuff. And Annie Wilkes, didn't want nothing of that. It's called hobbling, Paul. They used to do this in the Kimberley gold mines, and she took a hammer to his ankles. Oof.
Could you? Oh my!
That still makes me cringe when I think of that.
Yes.
To this day.
Yes, but my daughter felt that she was a little good. You know, she saved him. She was a little good.
Well, Annie did make hot cocoa and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and the singing, running around. And she did have her pig was named Misery, that big pig, remember?
Yeah. No, I forgot about a pig.
Yeah, he was like a pet on our little farm. He was like a big.
I don't even remember that. I just remember her torturing that poor guy.
Yeah. Well, he was. What was his name in the movie? I forget. Paul something.
Yeah,
Sheldon.
yeah.
Paul Sheldon. Paul Sheldon in his Misery Chastain books.
Yeah. And then when she what did he do? He killed her off or something?
Well, yeah. Oh, he had to because she was going to commit suicide, kill him, and then commit suicide. But she wanted Misery to live and the books to go on. So he got real lucky, and he told her he was going to write the book. But then when he came in, he had the book written, and he was going to burn it. And she went nuts, and that's when he whacked her over the head with the typewriter and beat her into submission. I thought it was hilarious when he busted her head apart. He was evil. Annie Wilkes was pure evil.
Yeah, I think so.
She killed the old sheriff, the poor guy. That old sheriff.
Right. That's right.
I didn't want him to die.
Grant.
Oh yeah, Grant must be under another thing, or he's back.
Oh, okay. So Grant, you're not blocked.
Looks like somebody saved Grant from the abyss. Grant was under the water, and they pulled him up. They pulled. Did I ever tell you about the time that I actually saved? I didn't know he was an informant at the. I saved an informant from drowning.
You what?
I saved an informant from drowning at the beach.
No, you did not tell us that.
Well, listen, all of a sudden I seen his eyes like shining out and his hands, and he's going a mile a minute. I could tell he couldn't breathe. His arms are just going nuts and the water's splashing. So I took my foot off his head and I saved him. I took my foot off his head and he was saved. And that's not a real story. I made that up.
Yeah, yeah, I think I was going to ask you, which one was it?
I don't know. I made it up. So let's just go with a liar for 200. What is a telepathic lying snitch? Johnny a liar.
I think this is great if you do a New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I'm going to do a New Year's Eve, bringing in the new year on the channel.
You're
Bring
going
a bunch of people on.
You're going to have 2 different time zones?
Well, it's going to be South Dakota time, but everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome.
Well, maybe you could do it like a New York time.
I could possibly do that in New York time, but I would get viciously abused from my South Dakotan friends.
Yes, this is true.
And they will dock cigarettes out on my forehead and kick me in the ribs. And feed me under the table.
So what possessed you to start this?
What?
What possessed you to start this? Going after the rats, the lying rats.
Oh, well, I've said it before. I was trolling pedophiles at first. Then I was trolling scammers and like people like that. And I've always hated and followed the whole thing going on with the stoolies. And I really hated it. And I said to my friend, you know what? I bet I can get it under a couple of their skins maybe. Or let me just try a channel. I didn't know what to call it. I was going to call it, I don't know, Mob Rat something. I just came up with Mob Rats Exposed. And I made the channel. The first few live streams was just me talking. And then within a month, I had 1,000 subs and people were watching.
That's something.
And it worked. And then I found like people like Justice Tech Pros and yourself and other people and who all like agreed with the same thing I did, that stoolies on YouTube should have some pushback and it shouldn't be just their stories out there.
Exactly. Exactly.
And that's what made me do it.
Have you been watching anything from with Common Sense?
No, I have no common sense at all.
No, I mean with our Common Sense.
I didn't even know he had a channel.
No, it's not that he has a channel, but when he goes on other people's channels.
No, I haven't.
He's very, very, very knowledgeable. Common Sense, I just want you to know that my friend, Judy, I don't know if you know who Judy is, but she was very, very impressed with your knowledge. Very impressed.
Oh, I did hear him on here.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
I heard him on here.
Yeah, so
but I thought you meant like he had a channel.
Yes.
Yeah, he's always in the chats. He's a good dude. He's always
yes,
in the
very good.
stuff.
Very, very good. Very knowledgeable.
Viking said, did I think it would be what it is now? Well, I don't really think it's much now, but no, I didn't think it would grow that much. Tell you the truth. But I've grown a lot of channels. I have 5 channels that are over 1,000 in different communities, but I only got 1 monetized.
Well, I think that we need to grow your channel more.
Well, it will. I think I get like 10 subs a week or something like that. I'm not sure. Something like that.
Good.
But it's done. I've accomplished what I've wanted to accomplish so far.
Okay, good.
But there's still more to come, and there's more. There's always going to be these stoolies out there doing dumb stuff, and I'll go on and do other channels. I have a few channels I'm working on right now, but I don't really mix the groups up until they're successful, at least. You know. So I'm always doing something on some portion of YouTube, attacking some scammers or pedos, things like that.
Yes, I think that Common Sense needs his own channel.
Yeah, I would share it around and help.
Yes, I think he definitely needs his own channel. And he doesn't have to show his face. I don't know why people are obsessed with people having to show their face.
You know why? Because they want them in the same predicament they're in, you know? And people can show their face, that's cool. But don't want everybody else to show their face just because you do it, you know? Show their face. Anybody who's going around trying to find out who people are and want them to show their face speaks a lot about their character.
No, exactly.
It's like, why do you want to know or care what I look like or want to know my past? So you can't use my arguments against me or nothing like that. So you're going to what? Try to pull up things in people's past? It makes no sense. Like when I argue with these people, besides the stoolies, I don't have to pull up nothing in nobody's past. I'll just go on hypocrisy and stupid things they say, you know? But the stoolies, you got to go into their past and pick them apart.
Well, because if they're getting on here and they're going to tell stories that are affecting other people and their lives, then you need to expect pushback. That's I said it from day one. If you're going to get on here and you're going to tell lies about people, husbands being drug addicts and not being drug addicts, then you're going to expect the pushback that you're going to get from people who don't like that you're lying about their family members, especially deceased family members, and you're making up stories that people are drug addicts.
Yeah. Common Sense says somebody was paying $1,000 to dox me. Well, that's okay.
What happened?
Common Sense says, you know, Ali Shabazz was trying to pay $1,000 to dox you. Well, good luck.
Well, I hope that's not the case, Ali.
Well, he's came in my channel.
That's not true.
He's probably done that before, or said that before because he didn't like me or something. But he's come in and said hi to me and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but I really don't care.
That's not true.
Well, even if it is true, people are going to do things like that because they want to win people over and side with people, and it's people pushing them to do that. It's weird stuff. But even if someone did find out who I was, I would never admit to it, number one. And number two, it wouldn't do nothing to me. Like I said, I've never molested kids. I've never raped women. So there's nothing that you could put out there that's going to change what I do against stool pigeons, you know? Well, I'm not selling myself over here. I'm just pointing out what the stoolies lie about.
Not everything not everything. I don't understand people. You're going to push your money around to find someone for what reason? Is there a rat that you're upset about that was exposed?
Most likely. That's why people do stuff like that.
Well, I really hope that that's not true. Common Sense, I know you don't lie. I know that. I didn't mean it that way. I just find it really hard to believe that people would do this kind of crap.
Oh, people try to impress other people and stuff like that. So, we want to find out who this guy is. Like, that would ever stop me, number one. That wouldn't stop me. I'm always going to come out here and smash on informants, no matter what.
Wait, I see Lenny the Lab is back.
Oh, my God, Lenny the Lab. As long as it's not saying I don't feed them and stuff like that, I think that's uncalled for Lenny. Lenny said I left him out outside all night. It's like I never had a Labrador, Lenny, so Lenny's insane.
Okay. Raimundi says that's old news. So that was in the beginning, but not anymore. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, the guys left messages on my channel. So I don't hold no hard feelings against people and stuff like that. And nobody did dox me. So I don't hold no hard feelings. Some people, a lot of these people get caught up into the content creators and the people they don't like, they want to make them happy by trying to find out who they are. Most likely somebody tried to put them up to it, most likely. Or maybe not. Who knows? I really don't care. I still don't hate the guy. I hold no ill grudges. Nobody doxed me or nothing. So, I don't hold nothing against people. And this is YouTube. People are going to do some dumb stuff and say dumb things.
Okay. Lenny the Lab, I only said that to get your attention, mob rats.
Yeah, but you don't understand. You're saying you're a dog, and you're saying that I don't feed you, and I left you out in the cold. So I love you too, Lenny. And if you were around, I would buy you a nice bone. I wouldn't leave you out in the cold, Lenny.
Oh, that's so funny. Hi, Fat Scott. I think that's so funny.
Well, it is funny, but a few times it did make me mad because I don't want people to believe that. Obviously, it's not a real dog talking, but maybe that they think that Lenny lives with somebody now, that maybe I did not feed Lenny, or I put him out in the cold, which is false. But I'm glad Lenny's telling the truth now.
Okay. Yeah. A doxer is sad and pathetic. A failed one, even more so.
Yeah, trying to look people up and find out who they are is a cowardly, and it's a real snitch move to do.
Okay.
It's weird.
Yes, it is. People in the land of the living like and subscribe to Angel and MRE. Just saying. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Claudio.
Yes. Thank you, Claudio. Lenny works for the drug squad? What is that?
Lenny doesn't work for Lenny the Lab does not work for the drug squad. Lenny the Lab is a 3-year-old Labrador who was running around very happy because he gets some bones for Christmas, and he's eating real good dog food. That's word on the streets.
Very good.
Lots of treats. He took me for lots of walks. I don't know you, Lenny. Don't get me wrong, Lenny. I would have gave you treats, and I would have took you for walks. But once again, Lenny the Lab with false info, disinformation, Lenny.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, anyone who offers money to dox people, whether last night or last year, that's still their character. A snake. Call it what you see. What goes around comes around. That who he is don't matter when he didn't. Yeah, what he says. Hey!
Wow. Were they fighting?
They looked like they were going to.
Do they fight over bones and toys?
Go lay down. Go lay down. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What?
They fight over what? Bones, toys, food? What brings them to fight?
Oh, with the one that's old now, if you just walk past her, she wants to fight.
All right. When they get old, sometimes they don't want to deal with the younger dogs or the bull crap.
Yeah, she didn't, and the other one didn't even do anything to her. She just looked at her.
Yeah, my dogs fight over ram horns and pelican legs.
Oh yeah, well no, they don't really fight over treats. They just, like I said, she's just crotchety. She's gonna be 15.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Well, my dogs, what they'll usually do is, like I said, I'll buy a bunch of treats for them and stuff like that. And he'll take the other dog's bones and hide them in his little spot. And so when the other dog goes over there to retrieve his bone, he'll fight with him. So sometimes I try to get them the same bones, but that don't even work nowadays. So I try to keep sometimes with certain, all right, if I take a certain bone out at first, sometimes I got to separate because one of the dogs is a terror when it comes to toys and bones and stealing them. So I got to separate them sometimes.
You have to. They'll kill each other.
Well, yeah, and how loud they get. And there was a few times I was on stream and I had to yell at them because I knew a fight was going to break out.
Yeah, exactly. Boston Red. Angel, what was the funny word Sleazy Sleewa called you? He called me a cousinette.
Well, Curtis Sleewa, all right, do you know how many, this guy is out of his mind. Do you know how many fake hate crimes he used to write swastikas on his own buildings, and he would call up the cops and say he was jumped by skinheads and gang members, and he made up so many lies, publicity stunts and stuff.
Yes, believe me, I know. I sat through all the trials where they proved it.
And once you hurt your credibility like that, and you know you spray painting like crude things on your own building and blaming other people, who's gonna believe you?
Exactly.
It's really demented.
Well, and if I didn't sit there and hear it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it. Curtis Lee used to stab himself for publicity, guys. Guy's a mental patient. Believe me. I'm not saying
he's nuts. Didn't his wife leave him because of that recently?
Yeah. But he has a new wife. He has a new wife now.
Does he still have that, like the guardian angel thing?
They what?
They still have that guardian angel stuff?
I think so. I'm not sure. I don't know. I remember, like, even when you don't do anything, he will create drama. Like, we went to Frank Morano's wedding. Frank Morano is a dear friend. We were on one side of the room. It was a huge room, too. Huge.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, we were on one side. He was on the other. The next day, sure enough, it's in the newspapers. Sleewa had to start something. You know how he and Junior were snarling at each other. My brother didn't even see him. We were on the other side of the room. Like,
I heard he was highly embarrassed that everybody was going over to like your brother's side of the room and wanted to talk to him, and his side of the room was like a ghost town, and that really got him angry.
I mean, it was so ridiculous. You even had to start about someone's wedding. Like, we just couldn't believe it. And it was a beautiful wedding. You know,
well, now the guardian, the basic like idea of the guardian angels was pretty cool, protecting people in the subways and stuff like that. But when you have to lie and embellish and make stuff up, it's just
listen.
Not good.
I would feel my son has to take the subway, so would I feel safe with the guardian angels on the subway? Of course I would. Of course I'm going to feel safe with my kid going on the train. But for him to just keep starting trouble, like all these years later, you still want to start trouble.
Well, that was for his radio show. Also, he wanted to bring publicity to his radio show too.
Just so ridiculous. There's no reason for that.
No, but I do respect them, like wanting to help people and stuff. But maybe if they kicked Sleewa out or he stepped aside. But I guess they do good things by going on the subways, but making lies up and fake crimes just to get you in the media is just ridiculous.
Right.
And I think Aletta went on a show with him before.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that show. I'd love to find it, but I can't. I tried to look for it.
Yeah, that was a radio. That was an audio. He went on the radio. Oh, he was so stupid.
Doesn't Sleewa like cats? I don't know what that means, Thomas.
Yeah, he's a cat lover.
Well, I like cats too. Cats are awesome.
Yeah, he rescues them. He rescues cats.
Well, that's good for him. That's a good thing.
Yes, it is. It's very good.
Too bad he just does. He can't stop lying and making stories up.
I don't know what this one's saying.
Johnny Aletto left $30 million behind. He's lying. He didn't leave 30 million.
Yeah, he did get hit by a car. He said that he flew up in the air 6 feet. Meanwhile, once again, they showed the video, and no, he did not fly up in the air. At least, not even 1 foot in the air. He even lied about that. Like, didn't you know? Like, aren't you? Don't you know Manhattan by now? That you know that there's
Cameras.
camera on every corner that's going to see that you did not get tossed 6 feet in the air.
Some people believe their own
Yeah.
lies and hype and stuff. It's.
I mean, he did get hit by a car, and it was
Divine Providence.
It was in the New York Post. They showed it, but I mean, it's embarrassing because you said you got flown in the air 6 feet, and when the New York Post showed it, you didn't get flung anything.
That's got to be embarrassing. That's like, if you know it, I don't know how, it's just not good to lie. Just tell the truth. When you lie, you got to keep lying and lying and lying. And I don't know how you feel good about yourself being a liar.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, it's so embarrassing to get caught in a lie. I mean,
yeah,
humiliating. I mean, how can anyone believe a word you say if you get caught in a lie?
Yeah, to me, once you tell lies and stories, your credibility's gone.
Exactly.
And that's why before you speak on a subject, do your research on it. Like, you get all these people who come out and speak on things, and they don't know what they're talking about, and then they're like, "Oh, I didn't know." Do your research on stuff before you go out and make these extravagant stories. Hit by cars, flying in the air.
Exactly.
It's nuts.
Okay, I don't know.
If I was hit by a car, I would just say what happened. I wouldn't try to say I went 20 feet in the air. Even if there was no cameras, why do I need to say, like, it's I think it's a sickness. I think liars, it's a real sickness.
So do I. I mean, how aren't you embarrassed? Like, I'll never understand that. I'll never understand how A-Rat can go from where he was in 2015 to what he's saying right now. I just don't understand how a human being could be so shameless. Like, I just don't get it. How aren't you humiliated?
I think it has to do with a lot of sycophants around him saying, "We believe you. Oh, no, your stories are true." And maybe it just, I don't know, makes him emboldened to lie more. I don't get it.
Yeah, neither do I. It's so embarrassing.
He must have, even like when he did that show, what was it, with the guy from England, the black guy from England. He did a show with him, and he said,
Trevor.
yes.
Sir Trevor something.
Yeah, and he said that he took his son on murders and all this stuff, and it's just so weird. And the kid's like, "I don't remember that."
Exactly.
And then he brought the same kid on his show to prove that, like, my dad's a mob guy, and the kid's not a bad guy, his son. And it was just weird because they left that story out when he came on to prove, like, that his dad was telling the truth about everything. They left that story out, and that's a story that you would not. That would be stuck in your mind.
Right.
He said he didn't remember it, and A-Light should have brought it up because he brought it up before, and he didn't bring it up. He's just full of lies, a liar.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No, Chiz Canny. So Angelo Ruggiero wasn't Mr. Neil Dellacroce's nephew. No, he was not. They were not related at all. I know I might have to say this twice for him because he's an A-Light fan, this guy. No, they were not related at all. And believe me, I know they were not related at all.
Yeah, you would have known that the guy was your uncle.
Oh, they weren't. Exactly. They were not related. I don't know where that came from. I don't know. Maybe you guys could tell me. Was that maybe in the Gotti movie that everybody swears by, the first Gotti movie? Because I don't know how that.
No, it wasn't. It
Oh, it
wasn't.
wasn't. So then I
No,
don't know where that came from, that they were not related.
no. Because in the first Gotti movie, they didn't say nothing like that about that. No.
Yeah, no, but then I always wondered where did that come from? That he was his nephew, or because it wasn't true. And then I saw this woman trying to explain it uh that
Well, Massive Pump says it's in a lot of documentaries.
yeah, well, it's not true. It's
Well, yeah,
not
the
true.
documentaries get things wrong and they run with a lot of things.
Yeah,
And
exactly. It's not true.
because I believe I even heard that before, you know?
Yeah, no. They were not related at all. And I saw somebody trying to explain um that that Neil had a sister, and it just didn't even make any sense. They were not related.
Yeah,
And then
because
they said that, yeah, that Michelangelo had another brother. That wasn't true. He only had one brother.
well, sometimes people just hear things and like that, you know, run with it and make documentaries, and people see these documentaries and think they're true. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't
You hear
know.
my dog ripping apart this ram bone?
Yes, I hear it.
See how powerful his jaws are?
Yes, I hear it.
Yeah, the other guys are sleeping right now, thank God. Oh, they'd be over here doing the same. Now this ram bone cost me $50, and it's so powerful and strong that he's been playing with it for 2 months. And they've
Oh,
only chewed a
wow.
little bit of it.
Really?
Yeah, and they only chewed a little bit of it off.
Oh, wow.
Powerful jaws on these dogs. People believing lies. Well, you got to think a lot. You can't blame a lot of people if you see them on documentaries. Some people believe it's true, you know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why I would have to get somebody from his family on here to prove it.
Who asked that?
The same guy, the
Wow,
alien
that
man.
yeah, that's a rodent lover. He
Yeah,
should just
it's
go
just
pet his rat.
somebody who likes to just break my shoes all the time. But no, I don't know how many more times I have to say it. They were not related. I think I would know.
Now keep believing Johnny Aletto, the guy who said he was Italian.
Yeah, exactly.
The guy's an admitted liar all
Yeah.
over, and has been exposed for his lies the last 7 months on YouTube. And even Schmiegel told his story. That's why he's been on the Schmiegel bashing lately.
Yeah, common sense. Angel, the reason why idiots like A-Light say Ruggiero is Neil Dellacroce's nephew is because that's what is says on Wikipedia and the documentaries he studies for his new stories. Oh, so it was A-Light who said it?
Yeah, I've heard A-Light say that before. Yep.
A-Light said that Ruggiero and
Yes.
Yellow.
Yeah, that was his
Well,
uncle. That's what he said.
A-Light
before.
never even was on the same block as Neil. So that's a little ridiculous.
He doesn't know none of them. Even he tries to say he knew Sammy before Sammy
he
was
never
a
knew
rat.
him.
He didn't
Never
know
knew
Sammy
him.
before
No, he
that.
never even met him before.
He's such a liar.
He never knew him. And I don't know what's taking his daughter so long coming out and addressing it and defending her father. Like I defend mine every single day.
Well, I personally think she's scared that John Aletto might make sexual lies up like he's done with every other woman in Guy's family. So maybe that's why she's silent, because she's scared that he might make up sexual lies with them, because he's done it to everybody who he attacks. He makes up sexual lies about. So maybe she's scared that he'll do that, or maybe Schmiegel said, don't get involved because he'll make sexual lies up. Who knows?
Yeah, well, you know what? I wouldn't care what they made up, what they said. I would still defend my father. And
Oh
I've
yeah,
been
100%.
through, believe me when I tell you what I've been through with A-Light. What I've been through with the sexual, disgusting, deviant lies that he told about me. I've been through it. Didn't stop me. I still defended my family.
Yeah. Well, there was a few people dropped comments in my comment section before saying that A-Light might have dated her before. I never seen no proof on that. I did see A-Light in pictures with her friend, this blonde girl, but I've never seen them in no pictures.
Well,
So
I know that there's a picture of her, Jimmy Calandra, A-Light, and somebody else. And they keep saying that that's me, that it's me in the picture. No, it's not me. It's Karen, Calandra, A-Light, and someone else in there.
all right, so maybe, like I said, maybe she's paranoid that if she comes out against Stiletto, he will make up sexual lies. He's good for that when it comes to people's wives, daughters.
Nobody believes a word he says anymore anyway.
Good point. That's why she should come out and attack him, because who's going to believe anything he says about that? Nobody, because he lies.
A-Light is a liar. A-Light is a liar. Common sense. He didn't even know what kind of cancer that my Uncle Angelo had. And he was never there in his house. And that I asked my cousins. He was never in their house, ever. He couldn't even tell you where his house was. How's that?
Well, for the longest time, he said he shot somebody in front of your house, and then it was your grandma's house.
Yeah, and then he changed it.
He switches up his lies so much.
Exactly.
And that's why he's lost all his. Why do you think he's selling Brussels sprouts now on that other channel? He's selling like Brussels sprouts and carrots. Because the Patreons are going with the wind. They're going with the wind.
Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, he is. He's like, hey, how do you feel about these new carrots? And the other guy chimes in, wow, these carrots are great. It was weird. Like they were playing in the commercials. And he's reading it off the thing with his glasses. And these are some wonderful treats to have when you're snacking around. It was just like, what the hell are you talking about? If you're hungry, grab a frozen Brussels sprouts and carrots dinner. Hope he gets a brain freeze from eating that. And he couldn't even read. He was like, these are great Brussels sprouts.
I know who your bull breaker. No, I never met her. How's that? I've never met Karen Gravano. Never. Neither has my sister. We have never met her.
Well, they weren't from your area, right?
No.
Yeah, so how would you know them?
No. No.
Yeah, that's right. Just he changes his stories.
Yeah. No.
And builds on his stories, like he went for literally when he first came out, he told people that his connection to the Gottis was with Gotti Jr., and now it was your father picked him out of the choir to come be a hitman, and the Lucchese's traded him for Jose Canseco and Rick Honeycutt. They made a trade back in '87 for Jose Canseco. Lucchese didn't want to get rid of me.
Oh, God.
I played for Tampa Bay, even though I'm not on the roster.
Oh, my God.
He's out of his mind.
Oh, my God. I can't believe. Is he really selling Brussels sprouts?
Well, I don't know if they're Brussels sprouts. It's these little, like, frozen food things that are, like, healthy frozen food, greens and all that stuff. He doesn't eat them. But He's just talking about carrots and Brussels sprouts and greens. Whatever they really are, I don't know. I classify them as that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and he does it in a commercial like forum. It was weird.
Are you kidding? You're serious?
Yeah, one of my last videos I did on him and Forever Young. Forever Young would start off the commercial, like I said, "Hey, how do you feel about these greens?" And he would pick it up. "I think they're wonderful, and they're great on the go to eat and have fun and give you energy." And then they would pass it to another guy who's holding a box. It was weird.
Oh my God. Can I ask you why your avatar says MRE is ugly?
I didn't do that.
Who did it?
Justice Tech Pros hacked into my computer and did that. I'm so sick of everybody picking on me.
I'm so sick of everybody picking on you too.
I can't help it. It's a Johnny Aletto song. He walks in the courtroom, cool and slow. Who calls the prosecutor Daddy-O? Johnny Brown. No. Johnny Brown. And then he goes, "Wise Angel Gotti always picking on me."
I love that song.
Well, it reminded me of him so much because you remember for like 3 months straight, he was just going on, "She's torturing my life. She makes fun of me. She's going after me. Oh my God. She's in my closet. She's going to pop out and kill me at night."
Yeah, I remember that.
And it was just like, buddy, like, give it a break.
Oh my God.
They are Brussels sprouts.
I can't believe that.
Really common sense. I figured they were little greens. I thought they picked grass from the backyard and just threw it in.
Yes, they are Brussels sprouts. I can't believe this. I thought this was a joke.
And listen to this. And Forever Young doesn't let him sell baseball bats or butcher knives on his platform.
Oh my God.
Yep. No more butcher knives or baseball bats Johnny can sell. Only Brussels sprouts, Green Giant.
Oh my God.
Green Informant. I can't sell baseball bats, Forever Young. Why? Because we need them for pogo sticks. Why not the butcher knives? Because they're violent. They make me icky. He's a weird guy.
I'm so confused. He really is selling Brussels sprouts? For who? For who?
For himself and the podcast over at M5, whatever it's called, Forever Young.
No, but I mean, is it for the Green Giant?
It's not the Green Giant necessarily. It's a knockoff guy called the Green Client. And he goes out and sells himself on the streets at night with leather on and chaps like Vito. No, that's a joke. No, he's selling them for the show. It's like whoever sells the Brussels sprouts pays Leatherface to sell them. To Forever Young. He pays Forever Young to sell them, and Forever Young's cutting in Aletto on that because he won't let him sell the baseball bats no more.
Oh my God.
I can't sell the baseball bat, but they're for the kids. If they were really for the kids, go donate them to a little league, okay?
Yeah.
And get that name Johnny A-Light. Oh, the cops are really coming to South Dakota right now. But like, give them to a little league baseball team, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
I help all kids. It's unbelievable.
I can't. I'm really looking forward to New Year's Eve now.
Oh yeah, New Year's. Yeah, I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna hold like a New Year's Eve stream. I'll probably start at, I don't know, like 11:30.
Oh,
and we'll do the countdown. I'm gonna have the little kazoos and the little New Year's Eve hats, and we're all gonna throw confetti, and we're gonna sing "All the Kratos be forgotten now." And then I'm gonna put a little. I'm gonna put Lederhosen on and sing "Jean Viewetta, Jean Viella Wetta, Jean Viewetta." Well, no, I'm not gonna do that. But I will have a kazoo.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
The little kazoo, blowing the kazoo.
I can't wait to see like all the avatar boxes, the screens of all people.
We're all gonna have Johnny A. Light avatars.
Oh my god.
Johnny's throwing a New Year's Eve leather night special, like the Amy Schumer leather special. He's gonna be dressed up on stage telling us stories.
Oh, she wants to know what you're like when he's drinking. He's funny as F.
Oh, I don't drink. I drink Yoo-Hoos.
So
That's about it.
so nobody's gonna be drinking New Year's Eve. You're just gonna
Well,
be
they
your
can.
usual
Well,
funny self.
if anybody wants to drink, they can, but I really don't. I might have a little cup of wine, but I don't get drunk. I really don't drink, so I'm not a drinker.
Well, neither am I. I'm not really a drinker either, especially now. I can't even imagine taking a drink.
Well, you never know. Maybe I might hit a bottle of Jack Daniels and start slurring and pass out.
Wait, could you imagine A-Light on a couple of wine spritzes with Forever Young and some random people and the stories he must tell them? I'd pay to be a fly on the wall.
Oh, when the camera goes off, he tells them that the movie The Godfather was like taken from his Albanian family. In Albania, probably. Because he tried to say that his mother's family were Albanian gangsters. That's the newest one in the last year and a half.
The newest one of what?
Well, Aledo says that his mother's family were all Albanian gangsters. That's his new thing. And his father was close with Lucky Luciano's family and all this crazy stuff. It's weird.
How's this, Chiz? My brother turned it down.
Yeah, why would her brother go on and make A-Light money?
Never. He turned down up to $5 million. $1 million up front, $5 million in the end, and he turned it down. You want to know why? Because he won't let him make 5 cents off his name, not 5 cents.
Good. And he already beat him up before, so it's not even
exactly.
He already slapped him and chased him. And why would he go and help him make like why would he? A-Light's asked to be a brother's friend 1 million times over the years. Exactly. Even after even weeks ago, I would love to be Junior's friend and we can both help kids together. It's ridiculous. It's all a way to make money.
First of all, my brother will never be that desperate for money. Never. He will never be that desperate. He will never lower himself down. Ever. Ever. Not to.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Even if I was broke and I had no money, I would not help a guy who tried to put me in a gas chamber.
Exactly. He would never.
He's trying to promote self-therapy too, Carol? He'll do anything for money.
He'll do anything. Exactly. He'll do anything for money. He's desperate.
Oh, right now? He sure is desperate. Yeah. All the Patreons he lost. Exactly. He lost that channel with Felix. Felix kicked him to the curb. And now he's just got Forever Young.
I don't know what happened with him and Felix. I mean, who cares? Seriously, who cares?
I'm guessing that Felix smartened up and realized the guy is full of malarkey.
Yeah,
he's full of crap. And says, I want nothing to do with this guy. He was probably trying to get away. Because if you watch a lot of the last episodes, Felix looks very bored. He looks very bored.
Yeah. I don't watch him. I never watch him. The only time I watch him is like if you're doing it or if like someone tells me, no, you have to watch this. you're not going to believe this. Then I'll watch something. But other than that, I don't watch him. He's a joke.
Yeah. I would Vikings, I would let Felix come on my show. I would talk to Felix in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he won't turn on him. If anybody
No. Well,
turns
here's
on him.
why. Felix is not stupid. He's seen what A-Light did to all his other former friends. Why turn on A-Light? And A-Light's going to make a bunch of sexual lies and stories up about you. So that's why he wouldn't come on.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. You know? Who needs somebody making lies up?
Oh, this is funny. A-Light and Forever Young will have a fans only page.
It's going to be called Simps Only.
Oh God, that's so funny.
Johnny will be with the Daisy Dukes. Come on, baby, put those daisies with the A-Liars with the Daisy Dukes on. He's a weird guy.
I can't.
The mind of Aletto. Crying fits. Did you hear his nephew actually called up a suicide hotline and told all about him? That was something, boy.
No, I didn't. I didn't hear it. I have
it on my channel. If people want to see it, go look on my channel. John A-Light's nephew calls into a hotline worried about his uncles. Worrying about John.
Well, we need to drop you a link. Not that anybody here doesn't know who you are, but
Well, there's some people probably don't. But if somebody can drop the link of my channel and if you guys want to go see it, it says Johnny A-Light's nephew calls up a suicide hotline.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Jimmy's back in the cupboard. Oh, that's the movie Indian in the Cupboard. That was good.
Oh, remember that?
Emmanuel, you're not blocked. Yeah, I remember that movie Indian in the Cupboard.
Emmanuel Spataro, you are not blocked. I don't know why people think they're blocked.
I always thought, how did the Indian in the Cupboard eat? Did he eat the crumbs that when the kid was eating his snacks at night? Did the crumbs fall off his thing? How did they eat?
I don't know. Maybe
Because-
crumbs?
Well, crumbs are food that he might have took in his room to, like, a little snack at night to get away from his parents and eat. Maybe the crumbs went on the floor and they ate that because even though that they were plastic toys, when they came real, they had to eat, right?
Yeah.
So what was the Indian in the Cupboard really eating? Some chocolate chips that came off a chocolate chip cookie, possibly. Pieces of pastrami. I'm not sure.
What?
Well, they'll say the kid, the little boy who played with Indian in the Cupboard, he would eat. Like, obviously, he's eating, and he would drop crumbs. And the little toys, when they came alive, have to eat. So they must have been eating them like ants. Ants pick up crumbs and take them back to places.
I saw it, MRE. My husband and I were hysterical. You have to check it out, Angel. What? Oh,
The nephew.
they're talking about you. Okay, all
No,
right.
that was not me. That was not me. That was John A-Light's nephew.
Oh, I have to watch that. You mean there's something I missed?
Yeah, A-Light's nephew.
Wow, I missed it. You mean when I was sick, you had his nephew on?
No, he didn't come on my show. I have a recording of his nephew. His nephew sent it to me.
Oh,
Where he called up
okay.
a suicide hotline and told him how his father his
okay.
uncle was having troubles.
All right. When this is over, I will definitely go and check that out. I can't believe I missed something. What is this? A-Light's nephew Ali Babiba called a suicide hotline. Oh. Okay. MRE, remember when the guy at the sober house blew Ruggiano's cover?
Yeah.
I knew
Joey, my name's Joey, and I have a drug problem. I'm Joey. That's who it was, Joey.
I have to watch this.
Joey took mommy's gold chain and sold it and snorted stuff.
Are you kidding?
Yes, I am kidding. No, but
Oh,
I'm hypothesizing. I'm hypothesizing. I'm guessing.
oh, okay.
Simping ain't easy. What's up? But yeah, I'm just guessing. Hypothesizing. An educated guess, even though that I'm not educated.
Okay, it looks like I missed something.
The kitty carryall doll?
Didn't Eli get chased for abusing drugs? I don't think that's the case. That's not why he got chased. Angel, it's MRE at his finest. You have to see it. Okay, I definitely am.
Was that the one where I was getting kicked in the teeth?
I don't know.
All the neighborhood kids used to chase me with sticks and beat me up because the way I
No, they
looked.
did not.
Yes, they did. I have a small finger growing out of my ear. It's only the tip of a finger. I'm going to learn to play the piano with it.
Well, I hope that you put your cape on at nighttime and you get a walking cane and you go and you haunt them while they're sleeping late at night.
Yes, with my nightcap. I have a nightcap and I have a little candle with those long robes, like I'm from the 1920s.
Yes.
You know, my great grandfather used to wear that stuff when he came to America from Italy. My grandfather was already here, though. My great grandfather was still in Italy. And when he came over, he was in 92 when he came over here. But he used to wear the nightcap and the gown and come downstairs with a candle.
No,
My cousins
he
would tell me.
didn't.
Yeah, that's a true story. My cousins and stuff would tell me.
Really? Did he wear the long nightgowns?
Yes. Yep.
Ooh, ooh.
Merry Xmas. You both are from Rhode Island. I'm not from Rhode Island.
No, he said, Merry Christmas to both of you from Rhode Island. That's Kevin. Kevin is from Rhode Island.
Yeah, that's the Frenchman's nephew. The Frenchman was a good guy. He wasn't no stoolie. R.I.P. to the Frenchman.
Kevin, yes. We know Kevin a long time.
And I believe Rhode Island was named after, they thought it was Little Rhodes on an island. The guy,
Really?
Roger Williams.
How did you lose your arm? In a toboggan.
No, actually, no. A tricycle accident.
Tricycle accident.
Tricycles.
No, I thought it was from the toboggan.
No, I lied to you about that.
Oh, okay.
I seen the movie Snow Day, and I felt like telling those kind of stories.
Oh, God, that's so funny.
I can sing in Italian. Cabuto belle c'è la luna, brilli strette, strette cabuto belle fastigiano. Sotto cielo di Roma. Not that good, but I tried.
Oh, I think that sounds beautiful.
Well, there's glasses that just broke in my house, and my aunt's running out holding her ears as we speak.
Okay, Little MRE is from Little Italy, South Dakota.
Yes, that's where the original Italians came through, the Clovis First theory. They took the spaghetti trail and settled in South Dakota.
Yes, see? And Teresa Murphy says, nice.
Oh, thank you, Teresa. I'm sure you're deaf, but you're being kind.
Is anyone from Liverpool? Not me.
I have a friend in Liverpool. I have a couple of buddies, but most of the other people are from Northern England or Northern Ireland, Scotland, the UK.
Okay, let's see what
part of Italy is your family from? Teresa says. Mine's from Paniforgia.
Mine is from, my mother's was from Oh, I wrote it down because I always forget. Hold on. My mother's was from oh God, it's gonna drive me crazy. Wait, I wrote it on a piece of paper. Actually, my uncle wrote it and my cousin snapshotted it me. Took a snap of it and sent it to
Well,
me.
your dad was Neapolitan, right?
Yeah, that's my dad, but I'm trying to see what my mother. Wait, here it
Wow.
is. Okay, so my grandparents were born in Pignatoro, which is a town between Rome and Naples. A good
Wow.
land, a,
Campania.
yeah, a good landmark is called Monte Cassino.
Yeah, they're from the Campania region. Yeah.
Yes, that's where my mom's parents, grandparents are from.
Yeah, that's sort of near where my people are from in Apulia. Well, we're from northern Apulia, Pugliese.
Yeah, but no, that's my mom's parents. But Angel, your mom is Jewish. Yes. I mean, that's so ridiculous.
Yeah, I've heard that many times
Yeah.
too. It's like if the
No,
lady was Jewish, she would say she was.
exactly. What's the big deal? Like, what is the big deal? Like, why would we have to lie if we were Jewish? If my mom was Jewish? But then again, I know that the Gravanals like to say that my mom was Jewish. So go to johnalifefacts.com and you will see her communion picture.
ALaidFacts.com is a treasure trove of all stuff.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Literally.
I know. And wait till Chris is done doing what he's doing. It's going to even be a bigger treasure trove.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It's good to hear. When's
Yeah.
he going to be done? Because I want to stream some of that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, who knows with Chris? Mama Gottiwitz.
The
uh,
Bible Elite Facts is amazing. Teresa's funny.
what happened?
Teresa says the Bible, Elite Facts is
A Facts, yeah, is amazing.
Oh, they did knock themselves out with that. Oh, this one's from Messina. Nice. A lot of Sicilian in the chat.
What happened?
A lot of Sicilians in the chat, I see.
Oh, okay. I don't know why they put it in the movie. I have no idea. But if, you know what? For years, from 2015 to probably 2019, A-Light did nothing but sit on Facebook calling my brother a Jew. We were Jewish. That's all he kept doing is Jew, Jew, Jew. Could you imagine being that obsessed that that's all you did?
Well, that's all,
Every
his whole
single
career.
day?
If he didn't have your family, where would he be? Or the lies that he's, his whole lying little career has been off of your family and lies. So it's not shocking to me with that creep.
Yeah.
But I have to go do a few things.
We've been on a really long time.
Yeah, I'm going to do a stream later on. I'm going to do a stream.
Oh, good. All right.
I might play some documentary or something. Who knows?
All right.
Just
Very
talk
good.
to people. Angel, I'm glad you're feeling better, and thank you for having me on.
And Marie, thank you so much. And I am going to send you some super chats.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
I know I don't have to, but I'm going to. And I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming on and spending 2.5 hours with me.
It's always a pleasure, and the time flies.
Yes,
so
it does. And I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Give the animals a hug for me.
And you too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. 2.5 hours went by so fast. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. I hope you like the intro. I'm going to fix it so that all Jerry's credits are in there, where you could find him. If anybody wants, what's that? If anybody wants to set up anything from Jerry, even picture restoration. I cannot believe what he did to this picture. This picture I thought was gone forever, and he did a beautiful job on it. So anything that you want, you can contact Jerry. I just heard Eli. Wait, I heard Eli just got cast in the Pinocchio film. The casting director said he was perfect for the role. Yeah, without a doubt. But thank you so much. Hey, maybe next time Common Sense you'll come on and we'll have a conversation about a few things, okay? And maybe my friend Judy will join us as well. Okay? But thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you. Good night. You are beautiful. I am Jimmy Dean. Thank you, and good night, everyone. Thank you, Joy. Merry Christmas. I am feeling a little better. I'm feeling a lot better tonight. But thank you, Joy. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Symphony and Easy. Good night, Krumel. Good night, Common Sense. Good night, Mind Someone Else's Business. Okay. Good night, everyone. I got to feed my dogs now.